Welcome back to Secrets Between the Stars to Defy the Dragon miniseries. I'm Corey, I'm your GM, I run this whole thing. Let's go ahead and just introduce our players before we get into the recap. We'll start on my right this time.
I'm Logan, I'm playing Vinny. He's just a little guy in a suit and tie, so here I am, in a little suit and tie. And I'm in danger.
He's in a rough spot.
My name is Tula, little blue kobold, disgraced gamer, current, speedy gal.
Designation 14-0735-2908-2146. A warrior of the Formian Hive of Unity, the Unified Ones, here to protect the Captain Vinny, who 2146 has lost sight of. They are sure everything is fine.
It's all good.
It's all good. I'm Marcus. I play Hyalessa, the
Moishu
battle medic operative. Hi.
Hi, Lisa.
Alyssa.
I think you close your eyes and
Yeah, that's the crew. Am I riding your back, dude?
Yes.
Yes!
It is the only way 2146 has found to keep you within arm's reach.
I love
There's a lot of
that
contrast
Vinny
in this
looks
picture.
so distraught over the fact that you're riding on his back and it's not
He's
him.
so jealous,
This is
dude.
normally the captain's seat.
Nah.
I wish that were me.
Not today.
It should have been me.
It should have been me.
Well, last time, where we last left our little band of merry men here, they crash landed onto a moon after getting a brief encounter with the dragon that they were hired to hunt. After crashing, rolling, see that ship was completely totaled, they walked into the neighboring town to try to find help, and there instead they found one angry knight who blamed them for all of the dragon being bad, and
up.
his two giant statue friends arose to help fight, and then four little wisps who were there, and I'm glad we all didn't forget that they were there as well. So
They were, in fact, present.
they were there and they were cool. And everybody loved that part of the fight specifically.
That's
The wisp.
That's them. That is the wisp. They are a wellspring wisp if you're really curious.
2146 is thinking it looks like a jellyfish.
No, it's like a ball, you fool. Duh.
Yeah, AJ, it's like a ball.
What a loser.
Welcome to so long, yes, and
this.
this is no part from now on.
It looks like a jellyfish.
After making haste of these balls and statues, they found the leader of the rebellion who, after briefly talking to them, all agreed was kind of sad and pathetic as she left. Vinny, having all of the crew, also learned that down underneath the staircase through a broken hole in the wall is the leader of this cult that seems to be worshipping the dragon that the knight outside worshipped. Vinny, bravely, valiantly, went down to go see if he can pull them up one at a time through the staircase, but he didn't have a helmet. So the moment that their leader turned around, saw him, and has launched a fireball at him, that's where we are now. Vinny, it's getting kind of hot in here.
It's getting hot.
What I'm gonna need you to do is I'm gonna need you to make me a reflex saving throw.
Those are easy.
When you say easy. What if the number I said out loud was 17?
I'd say that's a failure.
What if?
Good thing
What if I cash in this hero point that
You
our,
absolutely
our
can
chat
cash
was
in
so
there.
lovely to give me last time? And I'm gonna really hope that there's a higher number on the other end of this. Guess what? It's one higher.
So 18?
So an 18.
Was that the
It actually still fails, and I'm sorry.
Let's get toasty.
As you see this massive green fireball approaches you, you see it come closer and closer. It gets hotter and hotter, but you notice that it's not just like heat rising. It feels like your skin is just beginning to boil, and you're feeling almost itchier. And you would note it doesn't feel like you're like having fire put directly on you. It's more like you're developing a very bad rash that is just peeling your skin away. And as it would make direct contact with you, you feel several chains wrap around you. You are irradiated at this moment, as you have a slight poison effect on you. and you don't feel super great. That should be in those cards somewhere, but if it's not, I'll let you know.
2146 is having questions.
Sure.
How large is this staircase that our captain has descended down?
It is about...
Well, more how far away is our captain? Is this something we can hear at all, or is our captain lost to the depths?
I would say 2048, you specifically, I will let you roll a perception check to hear it because you are always looking for your captain.
2146 is always being ready to defend captain. That is a 13 on the die for a 13.
I forgot you have a 0 to perception. With a 0 in your 0 to perception, a 13 on the dice is not going to cut it. This staircase is not crazy long. It would take you guys to like essentially dash down on your way down. Is a radiator not in there?
Make sure you check.
I will find it for you in a second.
2146 is waiting patiently for his captain to return victorious.
We got the books. We got the books.
Yeah, so you're standing up there. You don't hear anything. But you are waiting for the captain at some point here. Vinny, you feel yourself just feel worse and worse and worse as these chains are wrapped around you, and this man with long silver hair and green just glowing off of him is standing at the edge of a large cliff, or a long cliff rather, right next to what seems to be a sarcophagus. I need you to make me a perception check.
Hello? Okay. That's not terrible. 24.
A 24. What you notice is in that coffin, the lid is slid off a bit, and you see a lot of green glow coming out of it, and you notice the top of a head moves, and you see it's not silver like his hair, but it is very blonde, almost silver. And you see it kind of move around in there for a second, but then just kind of settles again. And the man across has his hand up after he just cast this fireball, and he goes, "Oh, we've got a little guest in our midst, do we? Coming to crash the party of our great lord? You would dare do that?"
Praise the Dragon Queen?
You make an interesting argument, my friend. And as he begins to walk up and kind of look down at you, you see that there are 4 guards in your total. 2 at the edge that are blocking this walkway, and then 2 in this circular area that you find yourself in now. He kind of pushes between the 2 and looks down at you. And he goes, "What brings you to our humble abode?"
There I was, sailing through the stars. I'm gonna bluff my butt off.
Yes.
There I was, sailing through the stars, when suddenly I caught a glimpse of the most beautiful sight I've ever laid eyes on. It had wings and scales and a voice that somehow echoed through the vacuum of space, defying all logic. My ship was struck down, and yet its beauty did not fade from my memory. And I am here to pledge myself to her life's work.
He begins like just kind of like like pattering his fingers together. Yeah, make me a bluff check.
The captain sure is taking his time down
I claimed these robes from someone else, but I could not take his helmet as it would take his honor.
Sure, I can just get you new ones that are cleaner.
42.
42. He goes,
This is what I built myself for.
He goes, and he leans up. He goes, "Queen Eilith is quite beautiful, isn't she? She's stunning with her abilities and fear that she brings upon all of us."
I was terrified.
You, as he begins to walk back towards that coffin, he goes, "You may stay here and witness this, and just for it," you got a 42 on it, I'm gonna give you. She goes, "Just for that," and he snaps his fingers and you feel the chains fall off. And you don't feel that sickness anymore.
Oh, thank God, I didn't know what it did anyway.
Marcus, is page 414.
I will say,
Is 404.
Is there a negative to a skill roll?
You would have.
The book has already been placed down.
All right, you would have had to do a DC8 fortitude check, and then if you failed that, then you become radiation sick, and then I think there was something there.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, but you missed it with a 42 bluff. And he goes, "Now, join us as we begin our new creation. And you see he stands in front of this coffin and his hands begin to glow that green again, and he begins to pour just pure energy into this coffin where you saw that head bobbing.
Can I make my way to this guy that's over on my right hand side?
Yes. Yeah, we'll see you walk over and
Yeah,
you,
like not taking my eyes off of what's happening.
okay. He's standing guard firmly.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right. How about you?
I'm okay. What's happening right now?
We're making a new, and he points up at the ceiling, and above you see hanging as a large metal dragon, just wrapped in chains, and it has its open chest just exposed. And he goes, "We're making a new like offering for Ilith."
That's pretty good. Do you think the guy that was posted upstairs defending the rebel leader should see this? He should witness this glory, right?
And he pats you on the side. He goes, "That's a great idea.
All right.
That's a good. Yeah. That should help."
Why don't you go get him? I'm supposed to stay here. He just told me to. I don't want to defy any orders. You know what I'm saying? I just got here. I don't want to make a bad first impression.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go.
Why don't you go, Tom? Why don't you go?
All right. So that guy, give me one more. Let me think. What would that be here? Give me a bluff check again.
Yeah.
Or no, give me a diplomacy check.
All right. 30.
With a 30,
Oh, I'm sorry. I get to add my this because of who I am. 36.
with a 36, he goes, "Yeah, okay. You're cool."
Yeah, no, I'm cool. Look, I'm a little guy. What am I gonna do down here? Tell you what, I'll go stand next to that guy too, just so you know I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And he gets you a pat on the back and he walks up the stairs. And
This
as
is
you
your
begin to walk
first
over, you
combat.
three upstairs, you hear footsteps slowly coming up the staircase again.
Oh, he's coming back.
Gone out.
And then another armored man comes out and stares at all three of you. And he goes,
Hello!
"Who are you three?"
Is this where 2146 starts hitting them?
Did Vinny send you up?
What?
I think this is the one we're supposed to shoot.
Oh, no. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I don't have a map for you three because I didn't.
2146 is not thinking we will need a map.
I'm gonna have everyone roll me initiative. Actually,
All right.
I think we can simply have a grid.
So, for this guy that I'm standing next to downstairs,
yes.
I do
Wait.
have a benefit called Fast Talk.
Oh, you got
Okay.
that. Oh.
I can
get
distract
twins
him
the
with a
last time,
confusing barrage of
Yeah,
words.
but it was ones.
Yeah.
Essentially, I can distract him, causing him to be surprised at the beginning of combat.
ones and zeros,
It basically just distracts him from combat, and he's talking to me. So,
Okay.
like, he won't notice what's going on elsewhere.
That's funny. Okay.
You won't hear
It's
the
so
incredibly loud Formian up the stairs.
So before
As
initiative is
soon as the
rolled,
guy walks up, you just hear pew pew pew,
what
and then a
is-
crack of a whip.
My DC is 15
Sonic
plus
whip.
his perception skill, or 20 plus 1.5 times his CR, whichever's higher.
His all right. I've got the DC. Go ahead.
Okay. Must make me a bluff, but since it's a bluff, I get to roll with this.
He's talking, and there's just lights in the background.
Explosions at the top of the stairs from the power of 2146 is assaulting.
A 32 will definitely pass.
So
All right.
funny.
As what are you saying to him?
I'm just keeping him like, man, can you believe that guy wants to miss what's happening right now? He said he was gonna go get the other guy, but I'm just doing it by. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
This is huge. This is like making a demigod for our god.
What's that? What the?
Yeah, it's like like Isla is like our god. As he starts like talking a little louder. All right, you three. What were your initiatives here?
I got a 30.
A 30. Logan, I'm gonna need an initiative from you as
For
well.
sure, for sure.
So you got a 30. So you'll never believe this. You're actually way up here.
22.
22 actually also puts you here.
16.
16. Puts you right here. 24. You got 22
22.
right there.
Nice for first
And then
order.
these fellas got here. And that's all for now. All right, Tula, you're up first.
No way.
No way.
Okay, well, no matter how large the map might have been, I know that I can run up close enough to him.
2146 is believing we are probably all adjacent.
Yes, you are all. I'd say, assuming that it's a 5-foot door, you are standing at the 3 tiles surrounding it here.
Perfect.
They are opening the door to guns and giants Formian warrior.
All right, so Tula will begin to race forward, and then remembering how the last combat went, she will kind of like screech herself to a stop, dust kicking up from her little boots. And she'll be like, "Oh, sorry," and she'll take one step back and then shoot.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll
All
for
right,
me.
this is going to be a trick attack.
You are having a +1 to hit from
And I'll be
2146's presence.
From his aura.
More from his whip.
So I'm going to first try and make a little twick. So, oh, that's not very good, but I'm good at it. So, is he 32 higher than 20 plus his CR?
Yes.
We'll get tricked then.
Get tripped.
Get tricked then. As I look down the sights of my gun and a little fizzle of electricity erupts out flying toward him. Oh, I gotta.
Wow.
Well, that's what it'll be. Hold on, I forgot that I have to make that again. Yeah. So, it's a. I've got a hit with that. That's a 29 to 30 with your plus
30.
1.
Definitely hits.
All right, cool. So that's 60 damage. Is what I rolled.
He is on death's door.
60 damage.
You blast him with that. Oh, is there more?
Oh yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Since I succeeded on both the skill check and the attack, I'm going to make this a bleeding shot.
Oh, good.
As I narrow my sights in, and in Tula's gaze, she sees like a tiny little target dance around her field of vision until it locks right in on his jugular, dude. He's gonna start bleeding. He'll get bleed damage equal to my level.
Okay. Yeah, you do this and you blast off 90% of his jugular as he's sitting there, but he's still reaching for his weapon. Anything else?
Pew!
All right, Vinny, I'm gonna need you to give me another check here. Give me, I would say, another diplomacy check to try to make sure this guy keeps diplomacy or bluff to make sure this guy
Look at
is stay
you.
distracted.
That is 40 on the bluff.
For it, you definitely pass.
I'm sorry. Hang on. I'm deaf in this one. Can you speak up a little bit? I don't want to turn my head away from what's happening.
So it's like a demigod is like a half a god.
He's like a half a god.
Yeah.
You are facing 2146 now, Formian warrior of the Unified Hive, and they are full attacking.
Okay. He's going.
Boom, boom, boom! May I remind you, this weapon is exclusively sonic damage.
Should we have been standing this close?
wait.
There will be no resurrection for this man.
Oh, maybe. He might be okay.
Oh.
He will not be okay.
One of them.
A 29?
Okay. What's your lowest? Let's start with that one.
Those are not
Well,
one.
it's
It's
one.
the lowest.
Okay, what's the
Definitely
second
not one.
lowest comparatively?
Second lowest is a 19.
That will hit.
So 2 hits.
Oh, that's.
These guys are babies.
2146 is believing this man is most likely vapor at this point. But they
Yes.
will roll damage anyway, because rolling dice is fun.
Yes, it's true. Everything you said in the last 5 seconds is 100% true.
Let me check that math.
38 points of sonic damage.
Oof.
Followed by 42 points of sonic damage.
That damage alone is more than his life total. So you do that.
80 total.
How do you do this?
This seems very simple. The door opens, 2146 is introducing themselves, and with assumedly the same instant, a large blast from Tula's disintegrating pixel gun thing that 2146 not really understanding, followed by a very rapid concussive flurry of whips. And suddenly he is just kind of paced largely.
And I'm here too.
Excellent work, High Lesser.
After that one blows up, Tula's gonna kind of lean on like the side of the hallway and whip out her comms unit and open up Skid Erase and be like, "You got the next one, right?"
Yes.
That was smart. It is wise to be keeping someone on watch. We are not all
Yeah.
needing to fight at once.
I was definitely keeping watch around.
You did your full action, so you do not have a movement. Now,
2146 hit many times.
I know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Were you trying to hide any of this at all, or were you doing anything at all to try to like prevent your?
2146 would like to reiterating that their weapon is purely sonic damage.
Correct. So
And this is his volume.
Yes.
This is their volume, and because it's crazy this is actually coming up, the only mechanical downside of the voice amplifier is that it is a -5 to any perception DCs to hear 2146 talking ever.
Okay.
I was
So-
about for a minute there, Kayla.
It's okay. All I need to know is no, he's still very loud. So with that, as you are yelling down, as you are yelling in front of a small tunnel that then goes into a larger tunnel where there is confirmed liquids in that tunnel. His name is Jackarin is going to make a check to see if he notices all of these sounds, and with how incredibly loud you are, it's gonna be a fairly easy check.
That one's happening.
I'm sure it's not like echoing.
Again, -5 to the DC. This cannot be turned down.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
told
that's
you we
like
need to-
he rolled a almost 50. So he's going to, the moment the first whip crack, Vinny, you see him flinch. And then on the second and third one, he's whipping his head around and sees you next to a guard and another guard who has vanished. And he's going to go, I trusted you. I trusted you and I thought you were one of us. And now my man is dust. And
Vinny, we are ready for another one.
he goes, dust! And he looks at the two guards in front of him. He goes, hold the position. And he looks at the other one that's right next to you and goes, kill that little rat thing. I hate it. And he turns back around and keeps dumping more of this magic or just green liquid and stuff into the coffin.
Who's Vinny?
Where's that Vinny guy? I'll help.
Don't come by my house.
Those the three guards are going to lock eyes with you, Vinny. The one next to you is gonna go, I explained what a demigod was to you, as he takes out his melee weapon and he's going to make a swing at you here.
Whoa!
He looks at you and goes, what the hell's happening?
Oh, breathe, Vinny!
As he takes a swing at you, does a 14 hit your KAC.
does not.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so then the other two are gonna have rifles out and take blasts at you. These ones have a little better.
So he started blasting.
Oof. I'm so bad at math. 31 to hit you.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything about that.
And a... Whoops. I hate these little app things. 30, whatever I said to hit you. 30 something that you said does hit.
Yeah.
And a 27 to hit.
So, ready to dance. When an attack succeeds against your AC, I can use my reaction to increase it as though I were fighting defensively. If you spend one resolve point, calculate your AC as though you were using a total defense action instead. Which gives me a +2 to my AC, which is a 27.
Okay. So you do that, you use a resolve point, and you go,
Mess him up, Vinny.
hang on. Can't stop the groping. He does not do a ton to you. It's very rare I get to roll this dice. He does a total of, I couldn't tell if that was a 6 or a 9, so I'm just going to go with a 6. He does a total of 11 damage as you just feel this energy just hit across your body. And they're actually all going to stay kind of where they are. They're exactly where they want to be. Hylessa.
We're just at the door. There's some bloody mist around us, but otherwise...
Yeah, you did now hear guns downstairs, though. They have fired 2 guns. And you heard a man screaming, kill that man. Kill that thing.
Something must have gone wrong. It sounds like they figured out we're here, so we should probably be going. Let's move. I'm assuming it's just going to be movement because I don't know how far away we actually
Yeah, I'm going to say the stairs about 30 feet, so you can get to about the bottom of the stairs.
All right. If it's enough that I could do that, then I guess I'll...
There it is. This is the stairs.
There are the stairs. Perfect.
They floated into reality.
PowerPoint slide in from bottom.
They're like attic stairs. You can pull them down from the ceiling.
What is this eldritch Vinny in the corner just outside of the
Why
frame.
is it just outside of frame?
It's me in the future watching
I
what
see you.
happens.
I see you, my son.
Arcadus needs to run a master class on using Arcadus.
That's what my dance actually summons. It's my familiar.
It's your stand. He's a stand user.
Stand you, because it could be anybody. It could be any one of us is a stand user. What are you talking about?
Oh my god. Alessa, what are you up to?
All right, so I'm gonna run down the stairs and gonna be like, "Oh, we're here to help," and do that as part of a stunt and strike. So I'm gonna use a fainting stunt attempt to try to just bluff that we're not enemies.
Okay, you're gonna make it.
146 is imagining fine mist of blood across side of Hyalessa.
You're gonna make it. I'm going to raise the DC, considering the stakes of what's been happening and the circumstances
We're so
surrounding
far
it.
gone, and we're like only half an hour in. We're so far gone.
Probably not. That's the 27.
A 27.
Or no, it's even lower. 23 for a bluff versus. It's not gonna happen.
It's gonna, yeah.
But I can still do an attack roll.
Yes.
I'm gonna attack.
Just notice the stand
Yeah.
floating.
Okay, that's an 18 plus 15, so 30 something, 32.
33.
Who were you shooting at specifically?
A guard.
Okay.
The blood.
Probably the guy that's right next to Vinny, because that's the most
Okay.
apparent of issues.
Yes, that definitely hits.
Okay. Damage.
2146 is requesting RGB gamer lights for the stand.
Oh, let's go! Come on, Arcadus.
16 fire damage.
16 fire damage. This guard does not hear you come in. He doesn't know you're there at all. He's so hyper focused until he erupts in flames on the side of his head. And he just looks and goes, "No, this can't keep happening. No!" You see, he readies his weapons even harder.
An even swifter action.
Yes.
Vinny, what happened? How did they find out that you were an imposter?
It didn't go completely right, but I'm not gonna call it a loss.
Dula, it is your turn.
Seeing Hyalessa run down the hall, Tula is fixated on her. I already got into a match. I'll hold my turn.
Okay, you hold your turn.
I gotta wrap this up real quick.
Vinny.
I don't.
Pause your little game. Your friends can
No,
wait.
I'm winning.
She does appear to be winning.
Are you winning, son?
See, and then that's a power up.
Is there like a free
It's like
step
one
is
of
a
those
thing,
speed
right?
ramps.
A free step?
Yeah, wasn't that what we determined last time? It's like you get like 5 feet of
A
movement.
guarded step.
Guarded step.
Move
step.
one square, yes. Ah, the gamer lights have
Let's
arrived.
go!
Does guarded stepping provoke?
No.
No.
Then I would like to guard step my way away out of melee from this feller.
Okay.
One
Just
diagonal, please.
One diagonal. Okay. Yep. You take one as you're just moving around. He's not able to tell where to properly hit you.
Hey, you should have kept talking to me. I will pull out the gun.
Okay.
And I will use a resolve point to become proficient with it.
Okay.
You're probably
You're
already
not proficient with your gun.
What's up?
Wait,
Don't you worry about what I'm doing.
Wait,
Spent
hold on.
200,000 credits
You
on
said
this gun.
200,000. Is it the expensive one?
What is a proficiency bonus? How would I factor that
Oh
in?
man, I don't even know. What are your guys' attack rolls with guns here?
Hi.
Yeah.
Is it your base attack? I don't know how.
What is my bab?
What's your bab?
There is base attack bonus, but 2146 is not entirely sure what a proficiency bonus is in this game.
I'm going to make an assumption that's probably wrong, but we can go with it for now. That I could subtract my base attack bonus from my attack and get what my proficiency would
In
be.
Pathfinder 1st Edition, which this
don't
heavily
have a base
borrows
attack
from,
bonus.
there's simply a flat penalty for weapons you aren't proficient in.
Then no, because 9 plus, which is 9 is my base attack bonus.
Yeah, because there's my melee,
And then
my
plus
throw,
my
and I don't
dex
care about
bonus
those,
is
so
3, which is my
6.
plus 12 attack bonus, so it's something.
My proficiency's plus
Add
6.
a plus 12 to it.
Plus 8.
We'll just
Plus
call
8.
it there.
Oh, it is. Oh, I just figured it out.
All right, so whatever still figured out.
I just figured.
I believe
What's your
women.
dex? What do you use
I
to
have
shoot your
a
gun?
+3.
Okay, +3 should be.
Use +3.
Plus, do 3. I don't know. I didn't figure it out.
Do your dex modifier plus your base attack bonus.
That's what it is without
Yeah, that
proficiency,
feels good. Yeah.
Guys,
Sure.
That's what it is without proficiency.
Well, that's what it is with proficiency because
Well,
that is also
alright.
Just add it again.
2146
Then I
attacks.
will
Do it again then.
Okay, so adding another +3, that's 28 to hit this guy's EAC.
That will hit.
Cool. You should have kept talking to me. I'm a great conversationalist.
He will take 26 acid damage.
26 acid damage. He he gets splashed with just a ton of acid all over him as he's like now screaming inside of his armor and trying to like scrape it off as much as he can. And he goes, "I'll never forgive you for what you've done." Is there anything else you would like to do?
All
He's
right.
taking it really personally.
Nope, I think that's pretty much what I got right now.
All right, Dulo, just a reminder that Hylessa is the last initiative, so that's when you got told.
No, I'm only on lap 2.
Okay, 2146.
So, and then, if you hold down this button, then you can drift. You
What is
probably
the
don't-
what is the purpose of the drifting?
Then you go. You can get a boost. You go faster. You go if you do it long enough. See, watch. You don't need to worry about it yet, though. That's really just for like expert players. But this one is like you. can throw it-
2146 is hearing gunshots down the stairs. Do you think we should? Where did Hyalessa go?
Oh, I don't know.
Hey,
actually.
shoot down the stairs.
You just bolt down.
Can I retroactive? I didn't realize this was something I could do as a move action, which I did not take.
The step would have been your move action.
Is it? I thought it was a.
Oh, the step is an action in this game.
Yeah, that's part of the move.
It's your move
Oh,
action.
it was just
yeah.
free.
Never mind then.
Yeah.
Alright,
No,
good to know.
the guarded step is a move.
Oh, maybe it
Gotcha.
might have been moved. I think it was moved. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
it's not
Alright,
a
cool,
standard
never mind.
action. But
As you were.
All right, 2146 arrives, and as they survey the battlefield, see, all of this happening in front of them,
It has a lot.
and decide this situation is calling for a charge. And so, assuming 2146 used their move action to get to the bottom of the stairs, their
Yes.
standard action will be charging directly into vaguely the middle of everyone.
Okay.
Because they believe there is a square there that can reach all 3 of the guards with reach. Oh, there's 2, actually. That one works also.
A win's a win.
Either will do. And then is going to turn to this one that is threatening the captain, obviously the highest priority here, and lash out twice with their sonic stunning whip.
Perfect. This car is confused and hurt.
These rolls are extremely negative, but one of them is a 20 against their EAC.
Okay, tell me what the other one is.
Lower than that,
Tell me what the other one is.
it's a 17, it's a natural 1.
Against which AC?
They're both the AC.
That
a
hits.
20 and a
Oh, it's a natural
17.
one? Alright,
Natural
then-
1 is a 17.
Oh, yeah, you failed.
Okay. 20 down to EAC?
20 hit, yeah.
Oh, 20 does hit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you're solid.
We are hitting on 4s here.
It's going well.
It's going really well for you guys at this.
That's pretty good, 2146
Pretty good.
That's a
pretty
solid that's a solid pile of numbers on those D6s.
good. Easy to count.
So that is going to give us 47 points of sonic damage to the,
Gosh, he's spinning.
47 points of sonic damage to the guard threatening the captain.
How do you do it?
Okay.
Very quickly and loudly. Mostly loudly.
As you crack this whip, the do you have anything else you're doing, or is that your turn?
That's all of 2146's actions, but this 1-2 crack, seeing this sheer force of the sonic blast knock this knight into what 2146 assumes is a pillar right next to them before they crumple like a pile of metal, turns and looks towards the rest of them and shouts out, "You face designation 2146 now, Formian warrior of the Unified Hive. Captain, what is this one doing?" Pointing past at the strange green man. Blind to the stand behind him.
Not quite sure, but he said he hates me.
Oh,
He will die!
As you're doing all that, he's pouring it, and he goes, "Oh my god, there's so many, and you're so loud." Dula?
I would like to hop back after hearing the sound of life extinguishing.
Again.
Tula's gonna go. Come on.
You'd recognize the sound effect of that happening anywhere.
And it's a two-hand game for sure. You gotta hold it in like that landscape mode. But she's gonna kind of do that awkward shuffle, trying to do it with one hand as she comes, and just wants to kind of shoot around the corner a little bit. Just be like, oh my gosh, I guess I should see if it was one of them.
Alright.
And I'm going to just barely around the corner, just whoever's nearest at me, I'm gonna fire a shot at while I'm still trying to play my game.
Okay. Alright, go ahead, take a shot.
Alright, I'm first gonna play a little trick.
Gonna play a little trick,
Feel
see?
sneaky on him.
As I time the whipping out of my gun with a nice big curve around this bend on my racetrack, that is a big number.
That is a big number.
Okay.
You shooting at a
It's
guard?
Huh?
You shooting at a guard?
Well, I'm first trying to trick him.
Oh, right, my bad.
2146 is
again,
fairly confident that is succeeding.
It's a 39 again against that 20 plus CR.
Yeah,
2146 is hitting him on a 4.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna try and hit him, and
Go
I'll
for
get
it.
that extra damage again. So that's going to be 26 to hit. Do I still have your extra +1?
Yes, they are threatened by 2146.
27.
Would hit without it. I can tell you that right now. You're hitting on 4s, if you remember.
All right, this will be another bleeding shot. As
Okay.
I'm like trying to look, just be like, hold on. I'm gonna throw on aimbot, and I'm gonna as I slap the side of my head, and I just insta-lock onto his skull. That's 40 damage and bleeding damage equal to my level.
All right.
So 13.
13. As you take the shot, and you see that your shot goes through his helmet and does hit him in the head. He staggers for a second, kind of grabs himself on his rifle and steadies himself up as he begins to try to start standing up and preparing his next attack.
Okay, so no, I don't see that because I am going back to my game.
Okay.
Let me be clear.
Presumably 2148 in his in his like peripheral vision would see that. 2146. I'm so sorry.
Maybe
just hear in the back
outside
go,
Castrovel confused the Formians with each other. 2146 is not understanding this. We are extremely distinct.
Yes. Even God gets confused. Oh
my gosh.
Jacqueline at the coffin, you see he is pouring this in and in. 2146. One more time, give me a perception check. And do it with advantage because you are looking kind of directly at him.
2146 will take the 17, giving them a total of 17.
Okay. Even with a 17, you see inside this coffin as he's pouring this in, you see what looks like a little girl is inside of there, holding something in her hand, and she got blonde hair that almost looks silver. She looks kind of young. She just kind of looks a little glazed over, but she seems to be there. And as she locks eyes with you, she tilts her head and just goes,
Captain, there is a child in the coffin thing over there. 2146 is conflicted.
We don't kill kids, pal.
Understood.
Did we save them?
We don't neglect them.
As you notice this child, you see that the liquid she's sitting in, that is this very bright neon green, begins to and it's glowing.
Turned into Mountain Dew.
It's that girl that Colby really likes in League of Legends.
Mountain Dew.
Oriana?
Yeah.
Well,
Why?
Well, that's what she was in
It's
arcade.
kind of odd.
That's all I've ever seen of it.
As the liquid, you see this liquid inside begins to boil, and you all see that there's like steam rising out of this. And the little girl kind of looks down. 2146, you would see she looks down at her hands for a second, and then she looks up at you and holds up what looks like a metal ball that has power inside just cycling through it constantly. And she holds it up and just goes, it's not gonna go good. And she looks at Jack right in front of her, she goes, you're not gonna like this part. And as she says that, Jackarin pulls his hands away, and from that orb, you see a figure begins to rise out. And it's a figure that with one hand shoots out with long fingernails, pulls itself out of this orb. Long black hair is draping over its face. As you can see clearly through it, what is some form of specter emerges from this and looks down at Jackarin, and then looks around at all of you, and then looks up at the metal dragon that is above, and he points his hands up towards it, and you all feel this force and this push. It's only to you from the distance you're at, it feels like a massive wind just blows on you a bit, but it hits this dragon, and you see it fall. And 2146, I'm actually gonna need you to make me a reflex saving throw.
2146 is fantastic at reflex saving throws. They are not. This was a joke. Just kidding. 2146 is fantastic at reflex saving throws.
What'd you get?
27.
27. The 27, I'm gonna say you take half damage from this, as this metal golem falls from the sky, lands directly on you. You're only gonna take 4 damage total.
1 damage.
Perfect.
Formian hides are solid, defensive.
As it looks around and looks at all of you, that was his turn, unfortunately for him. This goes right here. It looks at all of you, and it lets out this massive roar as the spirit that is hovering above the coffin is just lingering there for a second. The 2 guards that you were in front of turn around and see it, and you see that they drop their weapons and are just shaking violently as they are completely stricken with fear. This dragon is going to look directly at you, and it's going to let out its breath attack. I need you to make me another reflex saving throw.
2146 thinks they have a hero point from last week.
I believe we all
You
did.
did not collect the card. They will use that because that roll was not fantastic. It certainly could be better. Or worse, alternatively. There's also an option. How about an 11?
You take 45 force damage as this lets out a massive roar, and that wind that you felt a minute ago it's as if you were taking that entire force directly on. As it hits those 2 guards and they fall prone to the ground. You take all 45 of that damage as this dragon is looking around and is just ready to kill.
Ah!
Oh no.
A fellow warrior! You too are very loud!
And it does not respond. It is just a pure mindless beast that's here to kill. At their turn, they are just frozen in fear. They are just here. Hi, Lessa.
Well, this took a change. Just wondering. When we came down the staircase, it appears to be your very safe standard sci-fi staircase where there's steep drops on both sides, correct?
Yes.
How far back can I get toward the door while still seeing? Like it looks like it's exposed above us. So
I'm gonna say right where Tula is where like the furthest you can be in there and still see everything that's happening.
great, I guess I'm not moving. Hylas is a little taken aback by this extreme turn of events. So she's just gonna point the gun and shoot a lot, and hopefully hit a few times.
Okay. Shooting the dragon, I assume?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just gonna do a full attack, and that's four attacks. So we'll see how this goes.
Quad.
Quad.
So attack number 1 is just an 18.
Quad.
Nothing.
18 to hit?
Yeah.
That will miss.
Okay.
Alright, listen, would have a +1 from 2146, but that probably doesn't help on an 18.
Tell you right now, no.
Okay, that's 32.
32 will hit.
Okay, gonna hold 1. All right. +1, so it'd be 20.
Does not hit.
Okay, and nope, that doesn't. So
1.
1!
1.
Excellent.
One's better than none.
17 fire damage.
17 fire damage. You shoot this fire out, and it just emblazons around it, and it barely even notices that at all. It is still standing there pretty strong. Is there anything else you would like to do?
That's it.
All right, before Vinny goes, at the top here, that little girl.
Aw.
She is
That's
gonna
what she
see.
looks like.
She's gonna see the spirit hanging above her, and in the doorway she sees you, Tula, just playing on your phone.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Excuse me, the game one." And he looks. He's looking at you, Hyla. Like, "Can you get her for me?"
Yes. Hey, Tula.
Huh?
Tula,
Huh?
pause the game.
Huh? No. What?
Excuse me!
They're calling for you.
Who's calling?
You see the little girl waving at you as she's holding this metal orb in her hand.
I'm just gonna like hold up my device like next to her. And
She goes, "You're gonna want to look at me.
Why?
You're gonna feel sick otherwise." And she does this, and you are now teleported into the coffin with her.
What?
As you are standing
Wait,
in this
what do you
puddle
mean?
with her. And she goes, you know technology, right? And she points to your little game device.
What?
Good, you're gonna want to know. And then she points her hand up. She goes, "Hang on, you might feel a little sick again." She points up at the ghost above her and drags her finger down. As she does, you see this ghost looks confused and gets yanked into the coffin with you as the case seals itself fully.
What's happening? What?
That is all what you see. Oh,
Wait, what?
before she does that to all you, she goes, "She'll be okay, probably," and she slams it shut. Vinny.
What? What? So I'm just in the box?
You're in the box.
What's in the box?
Boy, howdy.
You're in the box.
You got put in the corner. I'm sorry.
Why?
The box has 4 corners, actually.
One for each of you. Perfect.
I don't know what the heck to do to this guy.
2146
Open the box.
is recommending you find cover, Captain.
You got it,
I'm
buddy.
so stuck.
You're in the box.
All
The
right.
wet box.
Oh,
Get me out of the box.
how do you expect me to do that? How do you expect me to do that? I'm gonna. Those guys are stricken with fear.
Yes.
Is there an equivalent to the disengage action? Is that guarded step?
Guarded step. I think there is just.
There
disengage.
is. It is a full round.
Yeah.
And you get to move, but you only don't provoke from the first square that you leave. Your situation is challenging.
Well, those guys dropped their weapons.
More because of the huge dragon.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't want to attack.
Right, but you only don't provoke the first square you leave, and then it's kind of just normal running after that does provoke.
Yeah.
But it only gets one reaction.
Right.
It does only get 1 reaction.
Oh my gosh, he moved the guy.
And there's lightning.
It calls to you, Captain.
Right, but I'm only gonna leave its threatened square one time anyway.
It threatens like all of the squares in this room. You're gonna have to pass through several.
Yeah.
Fair.
Maybe the box isn't so
5,
bad.
10, 15, 20.
Box is fine.
Box looking better.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna take a guarded step forward. No, I'm not.
Oh, you got me. You almost had me.
I'm just gonna shoot the drag.
And just to be clear, just so you know, that if you were doing the withdrawal as a full action, it would be double your speed.
It's double my speed?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna sprint up to the green guy with my my withdrawal. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. You do. You take 1 step forward, and he doesn't do anything, and then you take 1 more step forward, and he's gonna slam his body into you.
Okay, there is a rules question from 2146.
Sure.
Is this attack legally occurring in the second square that he's leaving or the third square he's entering? Because whether or not he is within the range of 2146 determines whether or not 2146.
Is that where? That's where he's
No.
starting. Where did he
No,
start?
he started
started
one
one
over.
over.
So he moves 1 square. That does not. He's safe.
Right.
He takes
Good.
1 more step, That's the attack of
But
opportunity.
is he there?
So moving through.
He's there.
He's out.
He would be
I
there.
can't help you.
He would be there.
2146 gonna help
Moving
you.
through provokes? I thought moving out of provokes.
Moving through provokes.
Good to know. All right.
Yes.
Good to know for the future. So swing at me,
Well,
Papa.
like you said, he only gets
this
one.
explains misunderstanding.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. He only makes one attack though, so like you said. Let me see. Does a 37 hit you? Yeah. Okay, good. You take 29 bludgeoning damage as he slams his entire body against you, and he is just going ravenous.
But he only gets one opportunity.
He only gets one opportunity attack.
So I sprinted up to that guy. I have 50 feet of total movement. I'll get to him.
Yes.
I don't know if it's another action to try to like bluff again.
Try and bluff again?
If
Just,
you
like,
explain to me what the plan
As I get there, he'll see me just get crushed. Run past the guards who have clearly been stricken with fear. I'll like fall to my knees. Have you ever regretted every action you've ever taken in your life and just want someone to forgive you of your sins?
Yeah, I'll give you this bluff, but make it with disadvantage.
You got it. All right. 37.
Okay. Okay. What is your goal by asking?
My goal is mostly for him to just feel that he's already beaten me and doesn't have to hit me.
Okay.
He's already a
I'm
weak
already.
man.
Look at me. I'm
Look at him.
broken.
Okay.
He hit my little rat leg.
His leg.
Here's what he's gonna do: is he's looking distraught. You see, he looks confused and angry as he goes. It was all going perfectly until he looks down at you because till you showed up, and then he looks up at like the mass of other people who are doing actual damage, and he goes, "I can handle you. You couldn't handle the chains. I can handle them." And he's not going to focus on you at this moment. That is what I'll give
Goal
you.
achieved.
21.
Shoot him.
2146.
2146 has found a worthy foe here to battle. So they will first align their plastisteel shield up between the two of them, and then on top of that, they will be fighting defensively as they lash forth with the whip,
Okay.
testing their foes' defenses as well as their offenses. Just a single swing from 2146.
That's all you need.
Probably is not all 2146 is needing. 19 to hit.
19
Current
will-
record for an attack roll today is 9 on the die, for those keeping track.
That will not hit. As you whip into him, and it just kind of like you misjudge how far you have to whip, and you actually hit his metal body, but it just kind of goes and then bounces off. And
The sound would still probably be very loud, though.
if he laughed, but it didn't hurt him. So he just looks at you, and he's now dead-eyed focused on you. Is there anything else?
That's move and standard.
All right, Tula,
Hey.
you're in the box.
What?
So here's the thing. Here's the thing about this box.
Tell me about the box.
When you get pulled in and she seals that, it goes completely dark for you for a second. There's nothing, you can't even see the hand in front of your face. And then your eyes slowly begin to adjust, and this box is a lot bigger than you think it would be. The water is at about, how tall is Tula?
She's not tall.
Okay.
Not very.
We're gonna say about 4 feet, 3 feet.
4 feet is probably fair.
Okay, it's about half your body length.
Good.
in this green liquid, and you see the little girl standing in front of you. She seems to be a human girl. She's got the silver hair. She's got very pale complexion. She's got piercing blue eyes, and as she's looking at you, she goes, "So you do know technology?"
Hold on, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna close up. I'm gonna put on a flashlight on my little comms unit.
And she goes,
To
"Wait,
kind
wait,"
of
and she puts her hand on the flashlight. She goes, "Don't look up yet. You're not want to look up yet."
I'm gonna hold her hand on top of my foot. She's like, why do you keep saying that?
Listen, that thing you saw that was above us, that came from this as a spirit. This is its thing holding on to it. This is the thing connecting it to this world. We have to influence this to be able to defeat it. Okay?
No, not okay. That doesn't make any sense.
It's okay.
That's
It'll make
crazy.
sense in a second. Now you're gonna have to look up.
Well, you just said not to.
I just need you to hear it before I said it. Now look up. As you look up, you see what looks like a man hanging. And
No,
you
I
see-
look back down.
Yeah, before you look back down,
No.
1 second.
No. That's all I need to see.
You see what looks like a man hanging. Looks like he has a noose around him,
No,
but there is
Back
no
to-
actual noose. He is just dangling midair. And as you look up, you do notice also there's no ceiling in here. This is a very tight, confined space, maybe 5 feet, that's it. You're in a tight, it's as if the coffin's now standing and a little larger. The man above you is dangling. He's got long fingernails. He's got gray, dead skin. His hair goes from the top of his head down to his knees. But directly where you're standing under, you can see his face through that. And that face is a face of anger and malice and pure despise. What I need you to do is I need you to make me a fortitude saving throw.
Make me look up. What? Okay. Well, 17.
Okay, with a 17, you look at this face and you feel pure terror. You feel like your heart is about to burst out of your chest. You feel nothing but this rage coming as if it is directly at you, and it is all the rage you've ever felt in anyone's ever felt at you directly at you in like one moment. And you feel your heart is pacing and beating as if you are having a heart attack. And you begin to hyperventilate and panic, and she's gonna go, okay, hang on. Do you have a healer? Can anyone heal you out there?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I gotta get out of the box.
Nope, it's about to get a lot worse for you.
No, screw you. I gotta get out of this box.
As you say that, your HP is now at 0.
What?
Your HP is just completely at 0 as your heart stops. You still have your stamina, but your HP is at 0 as your heart is just done.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm going to grab onto her shoulders like, you're gonna let me out of this box right now.
I will let you out in a second.
No, not in a second. No, not in a second. No.
As you die.
What?
As you die.
Your HP is
Your
0.
HP is at
You
0.
are dying.
Oh,
You're in the dying condition now.
2146, that was very clear.
Let me find you the dying condition.
Jackarin at the top. Jackarin is up and he's looking down at Vinny and he looks very confused and angry and he goes,
Oh, thanks.
I don't have time to do this. And he's going to rush past you. He's going to rush past these guards. He's going to go up to you, 2146. Caught it. And you see his hands begin to
This
spark.
sounds like an attack of opportunity from 2146.
Yes, you do get attack of opportunity.
Because 2146 has a reach weapon.
And ranged attacks don't provoke, right?
Right.
Ranged attacks do provoke.
They do.
No,
I always
sorry,
forget that.
I don't get a ranged opportunity.
Oh, yes.
Right.
2146 has a 32 to hit his EAC.
You hit him. You hit him really good.
2146 is proud to announce they have broken double digits on an attack roll, if only barely.
A win's a win, you know. As he's running by in this massive whip snaps. How much damage you doing to my boy?
2146 is striking for 35 points of sonic damage, but that's not all.
Ooh.
Due to the concussive force of their whip, Jakarin is now both flat-footed and their movement is interrupted. They are stopped in that square 10 feet away from 2146, who is busy right now fighting with a worthy foe. Waiting your turn.
All right, so he's gonna stop then, as you see his hands had electricity just sparking off of them, and instead he will look at you, and he will just after you snap on him with a massive whip, he's going to cast magic missile as you hear, as 3 little bolts shoot out from his hand.
There, 2146 cannot be stopping all of them.
Let me see. He only does 5 damage to you, as that just hits your body directly, and you feel little pings. And is also notably the first time in your life you've seen magic.
That's true, 2146 did not seeing the fireball before. Just... Captain, what is happening? What is this man doing? How do you fire with no gun?
Through the power of Eileth, I can do anything!
He's a warlock.
He has a secret dragon gun!
This guy's bleeding, isn't he? I did bleed damage.
This
On
is
one of 'em.
this is not them. This is the
The
massive
guard
dragon.
on the
Yeah,
ground
see
is scared and now also bleeding.
I think the one one bleeding is alive. As
For now.
the dragon
When he
looks
starts
at you.
his turn. Ooh, talk.
The dragon looks at you, and it is going to do a full attack on you here. You 2146.
2146 is readying for this battle. They relish it!
That's a natural 1 for 1, so that's definitely gonna whiff. And then the second one though is a 39.
39 is exactly 2146's KAC.
Holy crap!
Exactly
Amazing.
KAC.
You have the shield up. Oh, pizza, that's right. I'm sorry.
Pizza.
I got confused there. So you have the shield up. You completely are able to block the first one, and then with his second hand, he slams it directly into what would normally be an ear, but he does 38 bludgeoning damage directly against your head. And he's gonna chill. He's gonna be chilling.
Ah,
Sweet.
only 2. Weak.
He's chilling.
So how much bleed damage does this one get?
13.
13. He's still alive
For now.
for now. That's the big word.
I'm
And-
still getting my licks in.
That's them.
I'm not here anymore, but
Hi, Lessa.
Things continue to get a little crazy. So Hylas is looking at this dragon, and then she sees the green man suddenly do magic, and is kind of stunned by trying to process what she just saw. And also Tula has disappeared.
Yes.
hey, yeah, you saw some other magic too.
So
hey,
she's just kind of darting around, not really sure who to focus on at this point. But the dragon feels a little difficult to attack. So
Does
he's
it?
gonna turn toward the
That's interesting.
toward the warlocky man who just did magic, because it kind of feels like he might be the one who's controlling stuff, and would probably be good to attack him first.
All right.
He's shaking on the
So-
side.
I know, the vibrations and the lightning.
He's cold.
Just biding his time.
If you're cold, they're cold.
Let you stand in.
Let your stand in.
Gonna metaphorically roll the dice on another full attack.
'Kay.
Even though I also remember that I've got to do that whole
Still plus one.
-4, so
Still plus
minus
one.
3.
Yeah.
Huge.
They are also flat-footed from 2146's attack of opportunity.
Oh.
Well.
All right. So
R.I.P. to the
okay.
Rancor.
So 28.
28. Hitting the green
Jakari.
man. Yes, that will hit.
Okay, 1. 29.
Will hit.
Twice as good.
21.
What JC?
That would be EAC.
Will hit.
Yay! And that's higher, so I think that'll hit 4. Yes! Okay, alright. I like this.
Guys,
Here we
that was
go.
great.
He hit his limit break.
That was good.
Okay.
The stand is going even faster.
That's good. Say we stick out next week.
Alright, so let's do this. 14.
Oh, no.
It's hitting mock speed.
No! It's too powerful!
It's okay. This is where Vinny
19.
evolves. To go even further
Another
beyond.
19. And
Uh-oh.
Oh,
another
he's gone now.
19.
He's in heaven now. How much damage you doing to him total?
71.
Whoa! He is also, believe it or not, on death's door after doing 71 damage to him.
Oh, no way, me too.
You're in death's door.
More literally for Tula.
He gets shot, and you see him completely staggered. He grabs himself onto one of the guards that's next to him, and he goes, "You all ruined everything. I planned this for months."
Hyalissa feels good that because for some reason this feels like the best she or really anybody related to her has attacked in a very long time.
A long time.
Multiple successful hits is almost unheard of.
the little girl in the coffin is holding Tula's now currently lifeless body.
What did I do
It
to
goes,
deserve
oh,
this?"
no, I thought, okay, it's okay. I know what I can do. And you wouldn't see this, but she does this again. In
loose.
2146, you are now inside the box.
Wow,
What?
here we go. Welcome.
To where 2146 is now Tula. Tula's lifeless body face down on the ground.
What?
Where is 2146's battle?
Oh, you're so loud. Okay, hi.
What is this?
Hang on 1 second. Don't look up yet, okay? No. make
Immediately, 2146 will be looking up.
make a fortitude saving throw.
They will not be falling for this trap.
You know what?
Listen to her, AJ. Bad news. Don't listen.
Natural 20.
You look up and you see the exact face that Tula saw, but you don't feel anything. You just feel the anger, but it doesn't do anything to you physically.
This is 2146's normal state.
Oh, you survived! Good. Okay.
What nothing has happened. There is simply a dead and angry man.
You'll find out what happened in a minute. And she holds up the orb that's in her hand. Hit this.
2146 rarely feels conflicted about striking something, but you are both a child and holding a strange
Oh,
object.
and she puts it above her head. She goes, okay, now you can't hit me. Hit
That checks out. Yeah.
it. Make me an attack roll.
2146 can handle one of those things, but not both. 38 to hit.
Perfect. As you hit, you see there was like a large. What this looks like is a metal ball with a lot of like metal attached to it, just kind of like bolted in. And as you hit it, you see a piece of it lock into place fully. And the
Why did
energy
you
is.
bring here down here to no technology, and you bring 2146 down here to simply be hitting it?
Well, the funny thing is, we didn't really have to make a technology-related check, did we?
As
Do you think
the
2146 is incapable of understanding technology?
He said,
No,
"Oh, you
it's-
know tech? Make a fortitude."
wait, it's okay. I just
It
you
is
hit the thing
simply
in.
angry dead man. Why is this causing problems for you?
Your computer's check is a 1.
Engineering,
Mine's
though.
24.
Technology is also engineering.
As you hit it, you see this piece of metal like that was sticking out more than the other ones fully locks into place, and the energy inside that is bouncing around this orb sporadically is slowing down a bit more and looking a little more controlled. And the ghost above you, you hear it groan and twitch for a second.
Okay.
And she goes, "Okay, good. I'm gonna we'll send someone else in a minute here."
What has 2146 been doing?
What did you? You know, it's okay. You're good now. And then that is
It's okay.
that is her turn.
They don't understand what they've done.
Vinny.
Hey,
You see,
Vinny.
you see Tula's lifeless body.
Hey, Vinny.
You see Tula's lifeless body in front of the dragon.
I like to imagine that due to the difference in size, she did fall a foot or two.
And she was in this puddle, so it is like a wet. Like,
She's also wet.
I imagine that Tula's got like, because she's like a little lizard kobold, her giant lizard tongue is just full. It's a tripping hazard.
it's going off the cliff.
It's like you're in a studio and they gotta tape down that stuff. It's like,
So there's a lot to process. Vinny has seen one dude do magic. And it's that guy. And he just leaned on the guard and blamed the guard. So I'm gonna look at the guard and say, can you believe he's blaming you for this? He doesn't deserve a shoulder to cry on. Shove him off of you.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him to shove him a little too hard because he's a little spindly wizard boy. I want him to go over that cliff.
That's fair. Make me a bluff check, or whatever your trick is that you would do. I guess if you have an envoy ability for this.
I got bureaucracy, but I don't think that's gonna help me out.
Yeah, no, that's not quite bureaucracy. I don't think. Yeah, like a diplomacy. I give you
my
diplomacy or
God.
bluff.
Diplomacy or
2146 believes the role specifically will not be mattering.
I don't. It's so big.
48.
48.
You see, he has pure fear in his eyes, and he's like still rocking to his core. But what you said there gives him the little piece of control that he needed in his mind to be able to kind of grasp the situation again. And he goes, "Yeah, okay, okay."
I'm hoping with the combination of being shoved and also standing over the guy laying down bleeding on the floor will just be the table that he needs to fall over.
So you did the one that he's not leaning on, the other one.
Whichever one. So is he leading
There
on
he
the
goes.
bleeding
The
one?
incredibly
Yes.
injured bleeding one.
He's leading on the bleeding one.
The
Gotcha.
weak one?
Then yeah, shove him off of you. You know, whichever way he got to fall off a cliff.
Okay, okay, just making sure. 2146, you are in the box. She goes, welcome back. Okay,
2146 is not gone anywhere.
that shit wasn't for you. And she
What?
holds up the
Whoa.
little orb, and she goes, hit it again.
2146 does not know what they are doing.
We're trying to control the energy in here, so that guy, don't look up. It's okay. You don't feel anything. You can't. So he goes, okay, it's my task. She goes, that guy, if we are able to control this, then we can actually handle him. But in order to do that, we have to
He appears to
control
have
this.
already been thoroughly handled.
This is temporary. If he gets out, it's gonna be really bad.
Sure. 2146 is not terribly difficult to convince.
That's why Vinny loves him.
31.
Just take a 10, maybe.
31.
31.
31, I'm gonna say we'll hit it as well. And you see that another chunk of it goes, "Bzoop," and then it's able to kind of keep going.
Is this just a scripted turn thing, or is 2146 hitting it multiple times?
That was a script. Just the one.
Kind of figured.
Yeah,
yes.
you're good. Don't worry about it.
Cutscene.
Tula, this is the quick time event. Tula, you can spend 3 resolve points to stabilize yourself. Otherwise, at the end of your turn, you go dying more. You also currently now lose 1 resolve point.
Okay.
For starting your turn dying.
No, I lose 4. I'm going to be.
Okay.
I don't see. Yeah.
So you are stabilized. You are
Okay.
not up, though.
Am I conscious?
No.
Oh, good.
On your next turn, you use 1 more resolve point to give yourself 1 HP, then you'll be conscious.
The tongue rolls back a little bit.
Yes.
It starts to twitch just at the very end.
Foot's
Like a
kicking.
jump rope,
It's
going
not-
like just one twitch down the whole line of the tongue.
Like a dog that's dreaming.
So here's what's gonna happen
Thumbs are
with
going.
here's what's gonna happen with Jackrin. He's going to hands become lightning again. He's now looking at Hylessa. She did a big fire on him, and he's gonna take a step out. And by doing that, he's gonna trigger an attack of opportunity from the guard that you convinced to try to shove him off onto the cliff.
That's funny.
Let me see what he's got. Let me see what little stats he has. Somebody roll me a d20. This will be for Jackrin to balance himself.
3.
As
If you need someone to roll poorly, 2146 is your Formian.
he ignites his hands into sparks. This man, unfortunately, also rolled pretty low. But so what's gonna happen is his hands go into sparks, and you hear Vinny. Only you would hear this because you're close enough. You would hear that man that you talked to go, I gave up my family for you, you son of a bitch! And he pencil dives and tackles him off the cliff as they both tumble down and are now gone.
Nice.
It is like a dying Pac-Man.
That is now the dragon's turn. As one of my bosses unceremoniously dies, the dragon is going to look at you, Hylessa, because it also saw that massive attack you can do, and saw the thing that was actively hurting it vanish, and what looks like a dead lizard is on the ground now instead. So it's just gonna go, no, I don't need to handle that, and it's gonna go towards you, and it's going to do its breath attack on you. I need you to make me a reflex saving throw.
I spent 1 less resolve point.
Excellent.
I am sustained by science.
Sustained me with science.
If you are needing someone to roll poorly, either 2146 or Hylessa will do.
What did you take?
I'm. Can somebody correct me? I think I had a hero point.
We all did at the end of
Pretty
last
much.
I didn't. I spent my.
I don't believe
Marcus did not.
I did. I guess I used it for something.
Only
So,
Sully has one at the moment.
Wait, what?
That's
Hey guys.
That's a synthetic 20.
A synthetic 20
That would be
will
Very
pass.
sci-fi of you.
You will pass.
Whose did I get?
That's how we say dirty
God.
20. So you will take 24 force damage as
Ow.
this thing pushes into you. and you feel just this massive wave of pressure hit. And that will be his turn as he's moved and done his breath weapon. Okay. That is now... The guy who was bleeding is dead. Because he fell off a cliff. So...
At the bottom of the cliff.
At the bottom of the cliff,
He
he
takes
had 1
13
HP.
bleed damage.
He has 1 HP and he goes, I think I can live. And he goes, psst, and he dies. Hi, Lessa. You have a massive dragon in front of you who's angry.
Yeah, this changed a lot.
I have two things.
So
in
what I was
front of you.
originally going to do doesn't really work anymore. So now I gotta quickly think of something else. I think what I'm going to do
You
is...
have a dragon, and then you've got some roadkill, dude.
This other guy didn't do anything?
No, he's still scared.
Hell yeah.
I am going to use
Dapping
my
himself up with that.
use my stunt and strike full attack.
Okay.
So that's another. Ooh, this is working better for me. So I'm going to do a stealth check first. That's a 32 stealth check against. I think that's his.
Perception, probably.
No, it's going to be against the 20 plus CR.
20 plus CR. What you get total, you said?
32.
That will beats it. That's it. You're good.
Hooray!
Get him.
So, now I can move as part of this attack, and it won't trigger attacks of opportunity.
Hey.
So-
Does seem important given the situation.
I would like to run, probably toward Vinny, just to be further away
I
from
don't.
this fella.
Hey, you're passing somebody up.
I was going to try to help you, but there's a big dragon
There
in
are
front of
no
me, so I
squares
can't really
adjacent
do
to
anything
Tula
that
that
will
are
help
not
with that.
threatened.
That's so crazy, because I can't do anything about the dragon either.
Yeah, but it just thinks you're lying on the ground.
That's-
No, but I still get the attack. I still get the attack.
all right,
I
my
just
bad.
got the moving first. So
I'm
let's
just
do
excited.
a single shot and see what happens. Pistol. 32. Wait, no. No. 26.
To which AC?
EAC.
That will hit.
Oh, good. And that's a 15 fire damage.
15 fire damage. It honestly eats it pretty well. As the flames erupt into it, the core inside of it, you see, kind of absorbs it, and it didn't seem to like that very much, but all in all, still hanging in there pretty strong.
Yeah, I wanted to. I'm trying to get the Tula, but I need like 2 turns to swap to a healing thing.
Oh no.
In the box, 2146, you go, okay, is there anyone out there that's good at either healing, anything like that?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna take a guess. And she does this. And from outside, hi Lessa, you are now in the box as 2146 is now standing outside at the edge of a cliff. And hi Lessa, you see the little girl holding a now more spherical little core in her hand. She goes, okay, don't look up. It's very important you don't look up, okay? Oh, you did. Okay, good. So listen.
Silas is just completely frozen. This, being teleported like this is not a normal thing.
Okay, I'm sorry to shock you like that. I normally try to give some warning like I did earlier, but box. So
Am I dead?
nope, you're not dead. You might be in a minute, but we're gonna try to prevent that. We're gonna try to prevent that as much as we can. There's a thing up there. Don't look up yet, but there's a thing up there that you're gonna need to do some medicine on, so that we can try to hit it a little better. Okay? Look up. Make me forward to save.
Okay.
This means that the fancy
Does-
magic
Okay.
wasn't the
yeah.
green guy.
Gonna make a fortitude save. 19.
19 fails.
Now let me double check. I need to make sure I don't have anything that does it.
I didn't say
a few,
19.
I know I've got a few things that did stuff for things. So field treatment. No, mentalist will save. Okay, no, that's if you succeed.
Do you need to know an effect, like if that would help you?
I think my things only worked if it was succeeding on it. So
A hero point.
A hero
may help
point
in
from
this situation.
Nebula give you a hero point.
Oh, thank you. Okay. I would like to re-roll that and maybe be better.
And there it goes.
Do it again, but better.
Yeah.
One more get.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to do it on here. That's fortitude.
Yep,
My worst one. It's worse.
Oh, good.
All right.
Significantly.
As you look up, you have that same feeling as if you are literally having a heart attack and your heart's about to burst out of your chest. You begin to crumple a bit. She goes, okay, it's okay. I'll get you soon, okay? We'll hang on 1 second. As you fall face down in this puddle, just dead.
If you get dropped in front of this dragon with me.
Vinny?
2146 would like to imagine they appeared facing Vinny here. Ah! Captain!
Numbers.
Something strange has happened to 2146, but they are back. Did you defeat Monster? Alone? Where is rest of crew?
You might want to do a little spinny, pal.
Ah!
That's one.
The battle continues!
I don't know
Tula!
I don't
Captain.
know what high lesson. Where were
Captain
you?
Tula has fallen!
Where were? Hang on. Can you?
I'm choking on blood.
Where were you just now?
2146 is not entirely confident as to where they were. They
All right.
were with a small child and a very angry dead man. Did this monster eat Hyalessa? 2146 is not seeing her either.
She was where you are, and now you're there. So she, I'm guessing, is where you were.
What?
I think you two swapped.
No. 2146 is still 2146.
You're damn right, pal. You know what? And don't you ever change. I'm gonna go see what's up with this box.
Somebody come over
I'm
here!
gonna go to the coffin.
You move over towards the
You are
coffin.
not wanting 2146 to helping you.
I'm going to make a very bad athletics check to try to open the box.
Fork over your medicine score. What
Perhaps
is
we
it?
should swap places.
My medicine score is a +8.
Better than 2146's
Tires.
medicine score.
Our doctor just disappeared.
We have a doctor.
Oh, 12.
Total?
Oh, wait, there's a thing I get for being a rat man with athletics, but I don't think it's gonna help me out here.
You get big cheeks.
That's
You try to
right.
put the coffin
We
in your
love
mouth.
big rat cheeks.
Stop going through my computer. Yeah, I give the coffin the old push. It doesn't budge, and I'm like, you know what? That's on me. Housekeeping.
And then I only my.
There's no response for doing that. 2146.
I want to check one thing.
Yes.
20 would not have worked on the fortitude save, correct?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, 2146 is charging, obviously.
Obviously.
Right back into battle.
Huzzah!
We both have, I believe, a mutual 10-foot reach here. So
Yes.
we will continue this fight. 2146 at the end of this charge will be lashing out twice against their foe.
Go for it.
They're the same number. So that will be 2 29s to hit their EAC.
To their EAC will hit.
Yay!
Got him.
2146 is back in action, baby.
Wait till she finds out I can't do nothing.
41 damage on the first strike,
41, okay.
leaving them flat-footed.
Flat-footed, I'll remember that this time.
And 35 damage on the second.
Woo!
Both, again, purely sonic.
You crack your whip into this dragon, and you see the glass that are its eyes shatter a bit from just the pure sound and vibration moving through as it takes its head back for a moment and roars again, looking at you even angrier than before.
Blasts of dust and rubble are strewn across this room from the shockwaves released from 2146's attack. And as their move action, probably the most logical to continue angling the shield.
Yes. Yes, you put your shield up as it's roaring at you. Tula.
Hey, man.
So you can use a resolve point to give yourself 1 HP.
And is that my turn?
Well, you have your move. You can move to stand up.
Okay.
And then you have half your movement to move around. And you have your standard
2146
action.
would not recommend standing up right now.
No. No, I will take one more resolve point. And then how do you calculate crawl speed?
I've never had to think about
It
it.
is, if it is like Pathfinder, simply 1 square.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Only one?
I assume that provokes attacks.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You can lay on the ground and shoot.
Wait, can I still shoot?
That
I
would
thought I only had
also
move.
provoke.
Not from her because
Not
she
for
has the
me.
thing.
Not
Yeah.
for me.
Oh, not for you.
Yeah. So you,
Wait, do I have an action?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
much? Wait, how much action do I have?
your standard action.
The one resolve is the move. The
Is it
move
what's
action.
what's the
The
result?
move. Okay, you
Is
still
that
have. You
swift?
still, no. If you were to stand up, that'd be half your move action. You still have your entire turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sweet.
Not my entire turn.
Yeah.
you have your entire turn.
So I could take like a full attack.
You good?
Good. Okay.
Call an ambulance.
Yeah.
But not for Tula.
The dragon is flat-footed, and you have a +1.
Tula comes to, and it's so dry. And she rakes her tongue back into her mouth. And she goes, where'd that little, and she sees the giant monster in front of her.
Tula!
And she just whips out her gun. She goes, stop! And I'm gonna unload a quad attack on her. I just, no! Oh, here we go.
I will remind you, you still have your stamina. It's just your HP.
Good, I'm using it. I'm burning it. 27 is the first one.
Okay.
And then...
It's 27 to hit.
Huh?
Which AC? EAC?
And
Yes.
flat-footed.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay,
And
then
flat-footed.
24.
That's not a hit.
+1.
Okay,
Not a
nat
hit still.
1, so don't even talk about it.
Okay.
Okay, another nat 1, don't even talk about it.
Oof.
Wow.
One hit.
Wait!
The last 0 point.
That one was a 9. 22.
That will not hit.
So I hit one of...
One.
One?
One.
That makes sense. I only just came to, so I'm just like, ah! Just like haphazardly throwing the gun around. One happens to flick off of him, and that's gonna be open up my thing. 15 damage.
15 damage.
Go away! No! Where'd the girl go?
As you're just shooting randomly around, and you just see things around it getting pixelated. And it hits it a little bit, and it just kind of glares down at you, but then looks right back up at 2146.
As soon as it looks down at me, I just cower. I'm like, oh no! And I start to go and crawl
Wait.
on all fours.
Were you in the strange girl dimension as well? 2146 was not seeing you there.
No, I was there. I gotta go.
So, Tula,
Yeah.
that's your turn.
Yeah.
The dragon, after having rolled another 1 on my d4 to get his breath attack pack, will look at this nice cone shape of 3 people and is going to make its breath attack. I need you all to make me another reflex saving
Is this
throw.
an area of effect?
Yes.
Get wrecked. I have something for this. Hold on.
L.
L ratio.
I have something for just. I'll find it. I'll find it.
Somewhere in
It's
this
in here.
wall of text.
I can dive. I can dive.
You're on the
You
ground.
are already prone.
Oh no.
All right. Well, reflex saving throws, please.
So right about
and you're from this little guy too. Oh, he got a natural 20.
I hope he lives.
He
I have
will.
questions.
Okay. We
22 from 2146.
That's a pass.
Doesn't pass?
Does. That is a pass.
Oh, I rolled good.
You're great at reflex save.
I am good at them. 34.
34 will also pass. You both take only 24 force
I don't
damage.
get partial effects from my reflex save.
All right, you don't take any damage.
No,
2146, you
evasion.
take 24. What did I say that was? Force damage. As it.
Thank
as,
goodness.
Yeah. As you cracked your whip at it, doing sonic damage to it, it responds right back with its own force damage, just blasting out at you. That is his turn. That is now the scared guy who.
Probably just died to a breath attack. 2146 was
He passed.
taking.
He's
He
passed.
He passed with
He
the
got
20,
nat
got the
20. He passed.
Oh.
He's still alive. This is the first time he's been hit, and it's by a dragon. So he's doing
And he
pretty well.
wasn't.
He's good. Hi, Lessa.
I guess I'm stabilizing.
You're in the box. I forgot. Yes, you can use 3 points to stabilize.
And you lose one.
And you lose one immediately. Lose one at the top of your round, the turn for being in the dying
dying.
action, and then you do 3.
So it's 4 total.
You lose one every time you're in the dying state. So when you stabilize, then the next time you're not in the dying state.
Okay.
All right. As you're in there dying, she's gonna go, okay, I think there's one more. And she does this, and where Vinny was, he swaps with Hyalessa, and you both hear behind you just a thud as Hyalessa's head hits against the coffin and just falls over. And Vinny, you're now in this room filled with liquid and a little girl. She goes, don't look up, look at me.
I don't.
I'm all right. Yeah. Thank you for asking. Yeah. So, you're good at talking?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to talk to this guy, and she points up. You can look up now.
Hang on, you told me not to look up.
This is the time to look up.
What's gonna happen when I look up?
Hopefully nothing bad.
No. See, I've been in bureaucracy a long time. I know when something's not supposed to bad.
If you don't look up, worse bad will happen.
I do hate the lesser of two evils. What's going on here?
Make me a fortitude save.
What a crazy way to shake those dice.
Got little rat hands.
Oh, rat hand!
24?
24 will pass.
Yeah.
As you look up and you just see a guy staring down at you, angry and dead. And she goes, oh, good. Okay, nothing bad happened. See? It's good then. So what you're going to have to do, he's a little angry because someone who was once his friend trapped him in this coffin for all eternity, and he has to be aware of it. You got to talk him down a little bit.
Oh, good.
Don't worry. Our captain is great at this.
Did he have an enemy?
Islet, yes.
Islet?
Yes.
What's the enemy? Do you know the best friend's name?
He had a girlfriend. Her name, I don't know. He called her Libby. It sounded like a pet name.
All right, I'm gonna make me a bluff. Okay. Then that's a plus 2, 10, 30, 39.
39 will pass. What do you say to him?
There's no way she could have really done this to you. It had to be the dragon, am I right? I mean, love is stronger than that.
And he kind of nods, and he starts twitching his body even more, like, rapidly. As you see the little orb that she was holding in her hand, the energy inside slows down even more. And now, outside, all of you see the coffin begins to rattle. And in the coffin, you see, she goes, oh, okay, well, time's up, but it's okay. You guys are gonna have to exercise him. Do what you do, just hit him a lot, okay? And as she's saying this with a smile on her face, you see red tentacles begin to grow out of this liquid and is now encasing around you. And you see at the bottom, from underneath this orb, more are growing out and forming, causing its own little room. And she goes, okay, I'm gonna have to get everyone in here, and I'm gonna have to get you out of this because you can't do anything otherwise. But don't die. If you do, it's okay. And she does this once again, and now all of you find yourself in this room that you have not seen before. It's a massive circular room made entirely out of these red tentacles with a pool of water in the center. And in this orb of these tentacles, you see moving as these move around like snakes. You can see the girl in there just kind of sitting with the orb on her legs, just sitting there waiting. As above this orb is that ghost, looking more tangible and angry than before, as it looks down and around at you all and goes, you work for her, don't you? This is why you hurt me and anyone around. Where's my... And he sticks his hand up, and this black smoke appears between Tula and between Vinny, as you see that dragon reappears one more time in this room with you all. And he goes, you all will pay for helping her in any way! That's where we take our 10-minute break.
It is the man from the little girl dimension, Tula. Are you seeing this one?
We will be right back. We are going to take a 10-minute break. Some of us have to use the bathroom, some of us being Corey Roof. We're going to get some water, some snacks.
Also being 2146.
Also Tula.
Sounds like a race.
Oh, the farthest. Thank you all for joining. We'll be back in just a few minutes. If you like the show, follow us on social media at UGT Show on every social media. It would be a great help, as well as if you have a Discord, you can join it right now. You have about 10 minutes to join it. It's very cool in there, very fun. A lot of fun, cool people who are all our personal friends. Let that one hang in the air for a minute. Thank you all for joining. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Welcome back. We are back. Welcome. My name's Corey. I'm the GM. Just as a little recap, let's go to my left this time and reintroduce all the players and the characters.
I'm Marcus. I'm playing Hyalessa, the Moyishu
Nailed
Battle
it.
Medic Operative.
2146. A warrior from the Formian Unified Hive. Here to defend or die for their captain.
I'm Sully. I play Tula. Previously disgraced gamer, currently dying.
My name is Logan. I play Vinny. I'm a Ratman bureaucrat envoy. Retired bureaucrat envoy.
Let me get everyone to roll me initiative one more time, as we're kind of a new situation here, as a ghost has taken over this room.
2146 is okay with you. Knocked mine over. I'm keeping what it was on before.
Yeah, but you made mine worse. Mine was gonna be great until they hit yours.
Do I keep what he knocked my d20 into, or do I have to keep what it was on?
Keep what it was on.
What it was on.
Honor
So
system.
much better.
Yours was on a 19.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It was
yeah.
So you knocked it over to a 2.
And then my dice wanted
You
us to be
inhaled
equal
the
again.
2. Like, you don't drag me down, fucking crab.
We had to get the same initiative again. That's why I got a 2 as well.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, looking at mine, it's not gonna take a long to get to
31
the top
from
of this initiative.
2146.
31 from 2146.
I got an 8, which kind of makes sense because I'm still unconscious.
Right there.
Well, as I was saying, it's not going to take a lot to get to the top of the initiative. As long as I'm here, it's an 18.
18. What's your...
31.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Did
yeah.
you
know
miss
what?
it?
Good point. No, I just forgot. There.
25.
Oh, wait, actually?
Whoa.
25. I'm a professional. And I'm really good with numbers.
That's what they call castling.
At least the
The
baddies.
king is now protected
I love when the baddies
by the
aren't
little
all
skull
together.
guy.
Hold on. We got a camera that just suddenly shut off.
Oh, our camera died.
Who's gone?
It's you.
You two.
No!
Logan and
Where am I?
Sully vanished.
2146's
Where am
power
I?
keeps them anchored here.
And
I will
they
fix
have
where
died.
we're going.
They want.
We're gonna keep it moving, but know that Sully and Logan are still currently here.
Oh, it's
They are
now.
green now. Oh, black belt now
oh,
flickering erratically.
They're at a rave.
2146
Power fell out.
We could do some great...
believes that they were adjacent to large spirit man, but not really in range of dragon. The map has disappeared.
Right,
so
you
they
are
remembering.
so you are, if we're looking at a compass, you're at the south and the dragon is at northeast.
Are they in range at the moment of both Captain Vinny and Strange Man in center?
I don't.
Yes.
Ah!
Then there is nowhere they need to go. They will simply full attack this strange figure in front of them,
Okay.
lashing out in a strange, wordless confusion. No expression on their face, as Formians don't really lend themselves well to that. But you smell a sour smell.
Yeah.
Sour, almost sort of sickly, with a bit of a metallic tinge that those who have spent much time with 2146 would know is absolute and utter confusion.
Just nasty in the air, and he's scared and confused, and he's dead.
And they're swinging 3 times now.
Go for it.
I'm just gonna roll them all together, but go left to right for flat-footed purposes of wherever they happen to end up. So that's like that many, and probably very bad. It will be a 20, Are they flanked? The Tula's conscious. They're not
Am
in
I
range.
They're out of
Flanking?
range for it
Not in
now.
range, though.
Yeah, not in range.
20, and then 19, and then 26.
Which AC?
EAC.
EAC 26 will hit.
One hit on the end there.
And also, I wanted to shout out again. I forgot to say it at the top. Our friend Captain gave everyone a hero point.
Yeah, thank you,
Silverbeard.
Captain Silverbeard.
Silverbeard. Yes, thank you, Captain. Greatly appreciate it.
The one hit will end successfully as 2146's whip lashes out, echoing through this horrific chamber. And their confusion, not fantastic damage. It will simply be 34 points of sonic damage towards the strange man from the little girl dimension.
34, you said?
34.
34. Okay. Yeah, you snap at him and you see the visage of him, or visage, I guess, ripples. I've only read the word, but it spelled weird when I said that.
They are now flat-footed from the concussive blows.
Perfect. As they are flat-footed, and they feel this massive ripple against him, he just kind of moves through the sound that's going through, but he's still looking fine. Vinny.
I'll look to my left at numbers over here, and I'll say, "Hey, you gonna finish what you started with the lizard?"
Yes, Captain.
All right, this guy I got. What did you call her?
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'll give you diplomacy for this one. You're trying just to kind of talk him down more.
Because she said it was an option while he was still in the orb thing. I'm
Right.
wondering if I can. Wow, wee wow.
You said it.
42.
42. Okay. Here's how I'll rule this.
Yeah.
You say that, and in that moment you feel a sadness kind of wash over you. You feel regret, somber, melancholy towards all of these as there's images flashing in your mind as well of a blue-skinned woman with antenna laughing and smiling, and you see a hand reaching out and grabbing hers, and there's lots of loving gazes being exchanged as he whispers to himself, Libby. And with that, I'm gonna say he takes attack penalties from this. He's not gonna take damage, but I will give him that he'll have less chance of hitting.
Sweet.
On his turn, as he's kind of distracted with this now. Is there anything else you want to do?
Yes. As a move action, choose an enemy within 60 feet. Make that dragon make me a will save, please.
Oh, okay. What's his will? It's a number. It's not high. 14 total.
That is a fail. He will have a -4 penalty to all attacks made against me until the end of my next turn.
Ooh.
As I activate the ability, not in the face.
All right, you do that, and the dragon just kind of looks past you a little bit and looks more towards 2148 again.
Who?
2146 again. My bad.
One day he's gonna show up.
You can only hope not.
He's the BBEG. That is your turn, and that is the dragon. As the dragon will look towards 2146, and it's going to take its move action to move towards you. It's going to go right next to you, and it's going to make a slam attack into you. That, woo, buddy. That's
2146 does not like this reaction.
that is a 44 to hit.
That's gonna hit 2146.
Okay. It's only one slam as he does 33 bludgeoning damage as you feel a crack on your back from this dragon's claw. It feels like it should be sharp, but it is in fact dull and bludgeoning as he hits directly on you.
2146 takes this one fully unshielded. You see them kind of sink a little bit, kind of heaving, clearly starting to get on the edge of actually injured here, but they do not slow.
Tula.
Don't happen to be standing, do I?
When
we
I'll say you're
teleported
standing.
to
I'll say
it?
when she
Oh,
tells where you're
yeah.
standing.
Teleported to the upright dimension.
She did it assuming you're all standing, so you see Hylessa is standing while unconscious, and she goes.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna assume he's got opportunities. He's got opportunities ahead of
With
him.
grades like that.
Yeah, he's getting a scholarship for
So
sure.
maybe I shouldn't move anyways. But Tula is gonna kind of like get her back. She's like, oh my gosh, oh, stop it! I'm going to raise my gun towards him, and I'm gonna try and do a trick shot.
Okay.
So first, I'll make a check for that. That's just gotta. Yeah, it's like a 42 against what 20 plus his CR.
That will pass. Yes.
Okay, awesome. Now I'm gonna hit him. As I zone in on him, sparks flying as a loose wire seems to be hanging limp at the back of Tula's neck. 16 plus my 2 hit. 33 to hit him.
33 to hit will definitely hit.
Awesome. Then I'm going to make this a debilitating trick, and this will be a stunning shot.
Ooh.
So he's gonna take this damage, and then I'm gonna need a fort save.
Okay. What's the damage?
43.
Woof.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
I assume he passes this. He got a fort save, you said?
Yeah.
27.
Yeah, no, forget about it.
Okay. But you do.
Would have been fun. Anyways, he is still flat-footed until the beginning of his next turn.
Okay.
This is.
Or beginning of my
Which one was this?
big guy.
Ghost.
They're both big guys.
There's
Ghost.
two big guys.
He's a big guy.
Ghost. Okay.
Ghost is double flat-footed.
I can't
Yes.
even see that guy no more.
He.
That's fair.
You see you blast into him and he recoils heavily. And what he's going to do on his turn now? Did you have a move? You didn't have a move action, right? You did
I
trick shot and
didn't want to
everything.
try.
Okay. You see he's going to snap his fingers and he vanishes. He's completely invisible.
Oh. What?
And so, Arcades, you can see it. He's going to move right here.
2146 has a question.
Sure.
This is a man or like a specter? Do they have any semblance of odor? Because Formian communication is as much scent as it is sight.
They don't have any. This is a specter. This is a ghost.
Dang it. It is actually technically just straight up blind sense that Formians have.
Oh.
They detect
Oh.
minds too.
That's rad.
That's kind of funny. You just don't actually have eyes then, or
They can also see, but they
Oh.
have blind sense on top of that.
you can see into the fourth dimension, but not the spirit realm.
Oh.
as he turns invisible and will go somewhere. Now I will need all of you except for Ilessa. You're just gonna kind of auto fail this one. I'm going to need you to make reflex saving throws.
Is this an area of effect this time?
22!
Not really, no.
Okay.
22. Okay.
19.
19. Okay.
22.
22. All right, all three of you fail. As the as these tentacles on the ground, you feel them begin to slither and move rapidly.
Nice.
As you
Together.
guys struggle to be able to stand properly. For the next turn, you're gonna have difficult terrain, and have your movement for the next turn.
That is okay.
Oh, no.
2146 was not planning on moving anywhere.
Okay, that is his
My
turn.
little lizard legs are shaking.
Ilessa.
Okay, I guess I'm going to use a resolve point to stabilize or to become conscious.
Yes.
That one.
Yes. Also, just as a rules, because we talked about it on the break, I don't want the comments to get mad at me. We looked at it. You use your resolve point at the end of your turn, so they only use 3, not 4. Don't get mad at me.
And now
I
you
will
should-
cry. Thank you.
So, Hylessa wakes up and sees the world around here and immediately falls into a deep depression of, oh god, I've died. I've let everybody down. I let all my friends and teammates down, and yeah, I'm dead. And then, as she kind of wallows on the ground, kind of like the sensations of the world around her kind of come to, and she at least realizes that people, that her friends are nearby. and that something is happening. So whether or not I'm dead, I gotta presumably come back into this fight. So she quick draws out a needler gun and is going to, while just like lying on the ground, kind of stealthily kind of load up a medical dart for the Revitally.
Revitality.
That's my
Revitality.
There's a lot of letters there. I'm like,
That's the sci-fi name.
I couldn't tell if it was like a sci-fi like revitality or like, I don't know. So okay.
No, it
Revitality
is
is
not.
very sci-fi.
Revitality.
So and
It's can't.
I'm gonna
you
load
can
that
just
up,
say
and then
stuff,
she's
dude.
just gonna inject that into her, just kind of shoot herself with it.
Okay.
To do that, and then that's my turn.
Okay. So you're getting some health back from doing this?
It doesn't do anything immediately. But
Okay. 2146 back up top.
2146 is wounded, but they do not falter. They are glad this giant dragon monster is returning here with them. They were not finished with their fight yet, but they will take a second to kind of stretch out, reach back, and you see them literally sort of flex out the damaged bits of their chitinous Formian shell and kind of pop it a little bit back into the place it should be. They're going to spend 1 resolve point to restore some of their stamina as a move action.
Okay.
Soldier thing.
Soldier, that's very good. How low you getting?
Fairly.
You are tanking dragon.
They are going to restore 20 points of stamina.
Nice.
And then Shield, still not entirely focused, but vaguely in the way, take a defensive stance as they lash out toward this draconic beast.
Okay. It's still got the flat-footed from... Oh no, the dragon has... Or the ghost is flat-footed. My bad.
You got a hero point.
You do.
2146 would very much like to be hitting this thing. Captain Silverbeard has been giving this to them for a reason. So they will be using it significantly better, but 29 to hit their their flat-footed EAC.
That will hit.
Let's go.
And we extend the flat-footed further,
Even more flat.
flatting their feet into infinity.
Flat feet all the way down.
30 points of sonic damage.
Okay.
A truly terrible roll. But something.
You hit the sonic damage. As you do that, you also see the tentacles underneath it recoil from this damage. But the dragon itself is able to shoulder it a bit as you see this wind and all. It's like cracking a little bit more, but it locks eyes with you with intent to kill.
2146 does not even seem to be noticing the tentacles grasping at their legs. If anything, it just helps root them further for this battle.
Standing your ground even harder.
This is good for 2146.
Vinny.
Not really knowing where he went, but had those visions still very fresh in my mind. You remember her laugh? That's good. That's good. When was the first time you met her? Where did you see her first? Where did your life change forever?
Okay. Do it again. Or give me just a flat D20 roll, and this will just be if you even. This is the 50-50 chance of even him hearing you or paying attention now.
8.
That will not pass.
All right.
So you
I
kind
know
of
that.
say this to the wind, and that's all. Is there anything else?
Was that my action to do so?
No, I'll say that was because you failed and I want you to play the game. Cool. I'll say you can do another thing.
Shoot one into the dragon.
Okay.
I'm in its range. I would provoke if I shot it,
Yes.
so I will not shoot it. Doggone it.
You could take a step back
But doesn't that provoke?
if you do the step thing, so you
The
don't
guarded
provoke.
step.
Yeah.
Guarded step back.
Now you only need 1 square of movement. This is a much better situation
Yeah.
than room full of death.
Yes.
All right.
This does move away from 2146, but out of dragon.
I think you two are locked in. I'm gonna take a shot at it.
I take a
It's
shot at it.
flat-footed, so that's nice for me. Oh, 29 to hit.
That hit.
X to the yeah. Well,
Oh,
can't win them all.
what?
17 acid damage.
17 acid damage is not nothing.
I'm so sorry.
As
Oh, yeah, no, listen.
as
I'm sorry.
you see it sizzle in, it sizzles into its core, and you're now starting to see the wiring inside of it. You are seeing this thing is beginning to fall apart, but it is looking still directly at 2146.
Why?
2146 feels the need on their honor to point out as it comes to Giant Mecha Dragon's turn that whenever they are able to successfully land hits, 2146's fighting style makes them more difficult to hit if they are not directly adjacent. So even with their reach, if they are not adjacent to 2146, 2146 has a bonus to their AC.
Okay.
That would probably be an obvious thing they could tell just by fighting them.
Yes. What they don't have to worry about with that though is a breath attack. So they're
That
gonna
is
do
fair.
that. So he's gonna do that. I need you to make me another reflex saving throw.
2146 would like to apologize to Hyalessa again for just happening to be behind them.
All right, let's say you actually are in the cone.
No,
So
no.
you will need to make a reflex saving throw.
Wait,
as
what
well.
kind of attack is this? Wait, what?
It is
It's
a
a
breath
cone.
It's
attack.
the breath weapon
Oh.
attack. So I need a reflex saving throw.
Can you dive?
I'm on the ground.
The same
Oh.
problem that
This
you
is
were
the
having
same
earlier. 2146 has great news.
What's that?
12.
21.
They are tied to
21.
the ground, locked in.
21 will pass. 12 will not.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
49 for you.
Oh.
And then divided by 2 is 20. Yeah, 20 for you.
All right. Well, thank you for stamina points.
I guess it'd actually be 20. 28.
Do you have evasion?
Do I have evasion? I do have evasion.
Oh,
Nothing happens.
For the first
Good
time, you
jacks.
see
Operatives
2146
gotta look out for operatives.
really stagger and reel back from this as they are taking hit point damage now.
Welcome to the
You
game.
need those stamina points, don't mark those
Well,
down.
yeah.
That
As long
He
as
moves,
he'll
he-
give me rolling out of the way as a reflex.
if he moves, he takes attacks too. So he does not want to do that.
He could guarded step.
Good, but he's not that smart. Tula.
Oh, how'd that happen? Okay, man. Did you say wires?
I said wires. Who stepped on the mouse?
what did I do?
Would you say that he might be a construct that has either the magical subtype, such as a golem, or the technological subtype, such as a robot?
I would say he is, yeah.
Okay!
Shut it down.
Get him! Let's get him!
I forgot you could do that.
Oh, me too.
Well, to be fair, she only saw it for a second and then was in ghost zone.
And in hell.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna make
We
me
might
go
still
for it.
be in
We'll try it.
This does still appear to be hell, yes, Captain.
I think this is what that guard saw when he died. I also would have thrown up in my helmet.
Me too.
This is why 2146 is not wearing helmets. The horrors of war do not phase them.
The horrors of war does not face them. What an awesome line for an ant.
Oh my god.
Imagine a little ant saying that carrying a little piece of sugar.
Ant, I will tell you right now, Ant Bully would have won the Oscar.
Ant Bully would have won the Oscar. Woof. Tula, what are you up to?
I'm gonna try and trick him.
You're
Here I go.
Attempt to trick him into the off position.
No.
No.
This captain is coming
Thank you,
in
Captain
insane
Silverbeard.
tomorrow.
Captain Silverbeard, carry us.
No captain by captain.
Tula raises her gun to shoot, starts to kind of tweak a little bit. She's like, stop it. Here's my trick. Better. Can put my number. This is 34.
34.
20 plus the target CR for the DC.
That will pass.
Excellent. Now I will try and hit him.
Okay.
Whee! I should have saved it.
Could she have mine?
He is flat-footed.
No, you can't do that. I did it. We did it one last episode because it was funny.
He is flat-footed, and you have +1.
That'll really help my 3.
Maybe.
Plus 18 instead of 17. 21. I should have typed it in faster. Maybe somebody in the chat or slower. He's tricked.
Cool.
Nothing
He went,
else.
how'd you do that? That's the only time he ever talks.
I was seeing all the times that I've done trick attacks, and I'm like, I did the trick great.
Yeah, right.
Missed.
I caught his eye.
It's crazy that we got Chris Sabat for that one line from the dragon.
I caught his eye, and I shot his boot.
Yeah, he speaks.
That's my turn.
He talks just like Zorro. Says that.
It's just Chris Sabat's voice.
The ghost is going to reappear. And he's gonna look. He's gonna appear right between Tula and Hylessa. And he's going to look down at Tula
Hey.
and put his hand on you.
No! Consent. Bro, you can't just do that.
Oof. That is a 39 to hit.
That would hit 2146.
Yeah. It is hitting me for sure.
All right, that is. Let me see here. That is 15 cold damage,
Okay.
but I will also need you to make me a will saving throw.
Oh, sure. No, of course. That makes sense.
As one does.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Nat 20. Nat 20. Nat 20.
You pass. Nothing happens. It's a cold little hand.
Tula just reaches up and kind of peels his fingers off. Ew. Oh gosh. He's so clammy.
And now, I believe Tula and 2146 didn't move, correct?
That is accurate, yes.
All right. You guys are going to need to make me reflex saving throws again.
Is this an area of effect?
No.
Just
not
the two
really.
of them?
Just? Oh, I guess no, you didn't move either.
Great.
Yes.
I
Good
got
job.
myself into this.
25.
Excuse me, teacher, I didn't turn in my homework.
Yes, sir.
25 from 2146.
Okay?
And you said a reflex?
Reflex.
29
Okay?
from Tula.
Bad.
18.
Okay.
From
29, you said?
Hylessa. Yeah.
Okay. You're fine.
Yeah.
As you
Oh,
you
good.
two, all of you see this, but you're able to kind of like, as you see
That's just like me.
those tentacles that were moving underneath you now come up and start just whipping at you guys. And you take 9 points of damage as they just
What
hit you.
kind of damage is this?
Piercing.
Just physical? Or
Yeah.
Piercing.
Piercing.
From slapping?
And then the tips of it going. Psst.
Piercing slaps.
Bludgeoning from claws.
Everything's crazy.
Piercing
Ghost
from
town.
tentacles. What's next?
This really is
Slashing
hell.
from words.
Now the ghost is going to move back towards the wall. He's going to move move right up against the wall, and then you see he puts his hands up behind him like this, and his feet on the wall as he climbs up it.
What?
And he is now 20 feet in the air on the wall.
He's a freak, dude.
He's a nasty
Look at
little
this
guy.
tentacle.
He's just
Hi,
a
Lessa.
freak. Hi, Lessa.
Oof. I don't like this at all. I'm still just kind of coming to and trying to figure out what's happening. Hylas is still a little shocked from gestures around.
Fair.
And
Fair.
but
pace.
is still mostly thinking about what she was originally trying to do, just so she continues to kind of fumble around and is going to point the needler at Tula to try to
Don't shoot!
do medic things. So I'm assuming this is going to be a regular ranged attack.
Yes.
It's a nat 1, but it's a 16.
So you see it hits a tentacle and it goes, yeah.
So
The
you
tentacle
didn't. I
heals.
hope you didn't need medicine. That's
Okay.
fine. That's fine.
Is there anything else?
Nope.
You don't want to stand up or anything?
Yeah, I'll stand up. Or yeah, let me double check. I don't think there's any issues there. Yeah.
It sounds like a trap when you ask it like that.
Well, last time you didn't move, you got tentacle swag.
Yeah, I'll stand up.
The guy is gone.
I'm gonna stand up, but for flavor, I'm gonna say I'm like on a knee.
Okay. You're standing up at the very
Yeah.
least. Okay. 2146. Right back at you.
46 is being slapped by a large dragon man and assaulted by a pile of tentacles from the ground, but still they fight and they call out, "The very tendrils of hell itself ride against us, kin of warrior blood, but we fight to the last! If 2146 falls, 1,000 more are behind them," and it is rallying roar.
Oh.
It is a +1 bonus to the will saves of all of my allies, and a -1 penalty to the will saves of our enemies, being specifically just the dragon because the strange ghost is now too far away.
He's hiding in a corner.
He ran from the terrifying visage of 2146, who will continue their battle, striking out against this foe until one or the other has fallen. Defensively, of course, because he wants to not die, ideally.
Right. that's the goal for most living beings.
24 against their flat-footed EAC.
That will hit.
And the flat-footed continues forever.
It's a brutal cycle, this flat-foot. Have fun?
The music's great.
40 points of sonic damage.
It's kind of fun that this right on the top.
You hit this. It is not looking good. It is looking shaky and like it is struggling to exist. And as you do that, those of you who are looking at the ghost will see he's beginning to flicker a bit more. Is there anything else?
That is not 2146 looking at the ghost. 2146 is, as Tula had taught him, locked in. But that is their turn, yes.
Vinny.
Oh, Betsy.
Oh, Betsy.
I shall shoot. Yeah. Make a shot. He's flat-footed, right?
He is flat-footed, yes.
Great.
None can stand tall against 2146's withering blows.
Hello?
Oh?
Go in the train. Thank you, but do better. So hero points.
Okay.
Thank you, Captain
To the
Silverbeard.
Captain
captain.
Silverbeard.
To the captain.
Carry us.
Hey, Captain.
To the captain.
Natural 20.
Captain!
Captain.
Captain to captain.
So,
Captain to captain.
by the by, my personal victories are contagious, inspiring your allies. When I score a critical hit on my turn within view of at least one of my allies, I can do an envoy improvisation as a reaction before the end of my turn. It's one that I can normally... Not sure it'll matter. But it is something cool that happens.
What?
I can do like another envoy action as a reaction, but I don't think any of them are currently applicable to the situation.
Just do it.
Just do it
for fun.
Do one for fun because it's cool.
Hey!
Start dancing as a reaction.
Go easy on him, Vinny.
So what is the damage from dice doubled, or is the amount of dice doubled?
Damage from dice double.
Roll good.
You got it, pal. Hooah!
×2.
All right.
Whoa.
Okay, so
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna calculate. You can give me 29 times 2.
Did what times 2?
58,
58.
Captain.
58 plus 6 is 64.
How do you do it?
That wiry spot, like right as it's winding up to do some kind of awful thing again to numbers. You leave my Ant-Man alone. And I'm just gonna right into that spot of wires and just dissolve whatever was important.
You see as it shoots through, this acid is just disintegrating the inside. And 2146, from what you're seeing, you see this blue, like this green goo just shoot into it, and the lights in its eyes begin to flicker and flash, and sparks are shooting out of it as its neck snaps around, its head begins to spin, and it collapses over.
In the kill cam, the dragon sees emoting.
Dude, the new Fortnite season rules.
Dragon is dead.
Woo!
Tula, there's a ghost in the corner who's looking not great.
Not anymore.
I'm gonna shoot him. I'll tell you, I'm gonna shoot him. How many feet away am I from him?
He's 20 feet in the air. Additional.
Somebody get that
He's doing the
hypotenuse.
math. How much? 45 feet away plus 20 feet in the air, so 65 feet away
Yeah,
from
I
you.
gotta walk over there. Good thing I'm fast.
That's with, 45 feet in the air flat then. That's with the diagonal.
Hypotenuse.
My range's 40 feet.
Take one step forward.
Well, then I might as well make it a trick. Here I go.
Those are trick hands.
He steps trickily.
I don't want to say much into. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Is it tricky to rock
29?
these rhymes?
29 will pass.
Awesome. I ain't say. I'm gonna see if I hit first. I don't think so. I got that +1?
No,
Okay.
that is not within range of 2146.
Just a 22 then.
Just a 22 will not hit.
Okay. Well, here's what happened.
Here's the story of Tula.
Tula starts to trudge forward, and it's like if you were walking through like a giant pile of laundry or something. Like you just like can't quite climb through. There's just it's like all those cubes, like in a cube pit.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta go.
Yeah, I can't get traction. She's just sort of swimming, and as she's sort of like climbing up over one little hump of it, she's like, "No!" and she misses.
You miss, and the ghost is just staring at you, looking kind of scared of all of you now.
Yeah, I struck the fear in him.
The ghost will look at all of you, and he's going to reveal his face again in a much more different and angry-looking way. And he says, all of you will need to make me will saving throws.
Plus
Good thing we're
one.
better at those now.
Yes.
Even if we're not looking at the ghost? 'Cause
Yes. It is an aura that he's giving off, and I apologize.
one.
that
You
he's
said it
giving-
was a will?
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a bad vibe he's giving.
Well, if I have a +1, then I rolled a 5, I guess. Not a 4.
Well, I hate everything.
What did you guys get?
13.
Not good.
Okay.
Synthetic 20.
Thank you.
28.
Okay.
11?
Okay.
Okay.
You three are now
I can't
panicked.
imagine who you... Huh?
You are now panicked.
Oh.
As you
Oh.
feel this sense of fear and dread envelop and encase all of you. Vinny, you're totally fine.
Wait,
Oh my
wait.
God.
Hold on.
At top speed?
Yeah.
Bye.
No! My top speed is so high.
Give me a minute.
Okay.
So, if you fail a will saving throw against a mind-altering effect with a duration of 1 round or more,
Okay.
then I can attempt another saving throw against the effect 1 round. Okay, 1 round later at the same DC. Okay.
Okay.
Bro,
So you're
this is
at the
bad.
next time on his turn you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look at us. We're scared.
Quiver chicken in your boots. That is his turn. Hylessa.
What does that do now?
What's the
Panic?
card say? Can you read it for our lovely
You are
folks at home?
frantic with fear. You drop everything you are holding and randomly flee at top speed using special abilities from the source of your fear and any other dangers. You can't take any other actions. You take a -2 penalty to ability checks, saving throws, and skill checks. If cornered, you begin cowering.
Yes.
Wonderful. Then I guess I'm dropping my medicine
go!
gun and running.
Goodbye!
You book it into tentacle corner.
Now, of course, noting that I only have a 30 speed.
It's alright! Running is 4 times your speed. You can easily reach the far end of the room.
There you go. Now you go 120.
21.
I should have stayed laying down.
4 times 2146's speed is 160 feet into the wall directly,
Vinny.
leaving their whip behind.
I'll see my friend start to panic, and I'll look over at you. And I will use my Don't Quit ability as an envoy, and I will remove the panicked effect from you permanently.
I was about to run to the other
I know.
dimension.
I see how fast they're moving. I'm like, man, they're kind of booking. No! Tula!
You see the gun begins to drop as she.
Now it's not.
You could just see like at her feet like an engine, like where like the tires start to spin out, like she's just.
It's the Sonic the
That's
Hedgehog.
Sonic's speed.
Vinny's gonna reach into his old man brain to try to remember the lingo that you use. Don't rage quit. Pwn the snoob. And
Aye, aye, Captain.
I will end your panicked effect.
Tula's top speed would have been 420.
I'm gonna use a resolve point to fully remove it and not just suppress it.
Okay. Perfect. Is there anything else for your turn?
Yeah. As a move action, is he within 60 feet of me? Maybe barely.
No, you can move to him.
But then I don't have the thing I could do as a move action.
That's true.
So,
Okay. Because he's also 20 feet in the air. So.
I will move next to Tula, just as like that hand on the shoulder.
They are friends.
Tula, still completely petrified within her own body, feeling the grip of her captain on her shoulders, like, yes, sir. Fighting every instinct to not flee the scene. I'm going to full attack.
Go for it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 13. 13. All right, first one's a 26.
26 will hit.
Okay, don't talk about that one. Next one. Okay.
I wouldn't.
Okay, don't talk about
Okay, I wouldn't either.
Don't talk about that one. No, oh, okay, 25.
Which AC?
E.
Hits.
Yeah.
2 hits! 2 hits! 2 hits!
No!
Her hand's so shaky. She's got that 50% hit rate right now.
Anonymous. Jay, did you see that? 2.
2!
2. Welcome to the game. 2.
You can't take our polyhedrals. That's the whole game.
That's my.
We have extras. Don't worry.
Alright.
We do not need all of
18
these.
damage.
We bleed these things.
More like they bleed
34 damage total.
How do you do it?
It's just like that.
But with guns.
It's just like that. Just release, just unloading the magazine. And she goes, GG!
You see he gets riddled with bullets and with pixels as he is just lit up. It begins to dissolve. He looks down at all 4 of you. You guys feel your fear effects dissipate as he's dying.
2146 has surrendering. Need call 2148. They are worker, hence better for digging.
As you scream.
You're going to die here, Alexa.
As you say that, the tentacles begin dispersing, and the illusion begins to drop of where it was. So it does look like you're digging your way out of the room now. As the room begins to dispel, the orb in the center where that little girl is, you see that all fall apart as she's sitting there just kind of smiling, holding this massive metal ball that is now, as you can see, clearly just slowly going through as if it's how it's supposed to be. She goes, "Oh, good, you guys didn't die. I didn't want you to, really. So that's good."
I reload my gun. I hate her.
I returned to a state of panic knowing that she was the one who just killed me.
I'm so serious right now.
As the ghost in the corner begins to fade, it looks at all of you and it goes, take my core. Finish the job. As he disperses. And you are now back in that circular room with a large runway cliff thing with a coffin that you now see is open and empty except for just some bones in there.
Is the little girl still here?
Yeah, she's standing in front of the coffin, just standing there holding the orb.
If we with that panic effect, we dropped our thing. So
they're just scattered on, like, kind of
scattered
around you, like in that circular area. That what that seemed to be was some kind of illusion of some kind. Like it was not what it fully seemed to be. She's just standing there holding the orb, looking at you guys.
2146 moves over to collect their whip very slowly from the ground, and you smell a kind of subtle but pungent, once you pick up on it, very sharp, sweet, almost disgustingly so scent that probably only Captain Vinny would be familiar with his extreme embarrassment.
Oh.
Just gonna, I'll start walking up to the little girl. I'm gonna pat you on like one of your legs, as it is what I can reach. They're good numbers. They're real good. I'm proud of everybody here, all right? Everybody.
Yes.
Now you.
Yeah.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm
Captain,
here
be
now.
careful. She is the one from the little girl dimension.
This
met.
chick
We've
is
met.
toxic.
We met.
It wasn't my dimension. It was the ghost. We had to go into his essential mind or realm kind of area. The spirits talk to me. I don't know how their worlds work exactly, but we had to go in there and to kind of calm and just release his spirit.
What is this? There's magic and spirits.
Yeah, Vinny,
And I think
this
I was
chick
dead.
is crazy.
2146 does not understand what just happened, but does not really wish to speak about it.
Fair.
Yeah, Vinny, this chick is nuts.
Why don't we all take a little break? Cause your pal Papa Vince feeling a little, you know what I'm saying? I'm hurt.
We can go to there's the rebel base. I'm sure they might be able to help.
You know what? We know right where that is. Right coordinates?
Yeah, we're not making that a thing.
All right. I'll get you a nickname one day.
And as you were standing there deciding on where to go next with a smiling little girl, as you were all really beat up, except for Vinny. He
took some damage.
He took some damage, but he sees comparatively a lot better.
Comparatively a lot better.
We will wrap up this episode of Secrets Between the Stars. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we did. If you like what we do here, you can support us by following us on Twitch if you're watching live right now, or if you're watching the VOD, subscribe on YouTube. Hit the like button, hit the bells. I know everybody hates hearing it. I hate saying it. It just statistically does actually help a lot, and it actually gets the word out about us. You can follow us at UGT Show on all social media platforms, including the ones that might be banned here in the States at some point soon. Who knows? If you also want more content, $5 a month gets you access to our Patreon, where we have a bonus show for every single show that we're on. Currently, most of our shows are on break except this one. But you can join us tomorrow night for just chatting, where it'll be, I think it is Bryn, me, Sully, and Logan will be doing BuzzFeed quizzes just to kind of like have fun with that, because it went really well last time. With all of that, thank you guys so much for joining us. We will see you next week for the penultimate episode of this miniseries. Have a good night.